Howdy, movie lovers out there. Welcome to Hollywood After Dark, episode 23. Today, of course, is the 14th of July, 2021. And tonight, Space Jam: A New Legacy crashes and burns while Suicide Squad glows like a glorious phoenix from the ashes. But there are people out there who can't handle that. And we're going to be talking about some nonsense right now. Hey everyone, how you guys doing? My name is Matt Jarbo. Welcome to the podcast. It's been another glorious day on the internet. Obviously, there's no dumpster fires or anything to discuss. RJ, we were having some fun chatting about this over after our friend Mad Max's stream. By the way, Mr. Yes. I'm supposed to be in bed. Here.
I came by just for a few minutes. Honestly, I don't know if you were going to talk about this at the beginning of the show.
I was going to cover it at the beginning. Yeah, I was going to cover it at the beginning. I'm honestly
sad that. Listen, Matt Jarbo's feel free to his Matt Jarbo's feel free to his opinion about Snyderverse fan. He has some great points. We disagree on if there's a future, but what I'm seeing now is what I feared most is crapping on other creators. Just because it's not where you want it to go. James Gunn is a friend to Zack Snyder, and I'm sure Zack Snyder wants people to support James Gunn. Also, James Gunn a few years ago was in the news about the people that wanted him canceled, they got their wish. He got his movie taken away and got it back. But a lot of that was Warner Brothers saying you can make a movie for us. So that created pressure to say he's hireable again. So there's no reason why he wouldn't say that, give his opinion about his experience. And just because Zack Snyder had a horrible experience, which we all condemn here, right? We all condemn what happened to him, what happened to Ray Fisher. Doesn't mean that anyone else that works with Warner Brothers in the future has to bring up Zack Snyder's problems or the situation with him when they're going and doing the press tour for their project. It's not fair to put that on to. It's not fair to put that on the James Gunn. It's not fair to put that on the Andy Muschietti. He has nothing to do with that. We cannot put all that baggage on to these other people in the industry just because of what Warner Brothers did to Zack. What they did to Zack, what they did to Ray is horrendous. They still haven't resolved it, really. Maybe they're trying to ignore it till infinity. Maybe Zack will come back. Who knows? But regardless of all those opinions, all those conversations, I cannot stand to see my friends, some of my friends actually, put this pressure on other creators. Because if one thing that Zack Snyder, that we should have learned by the positive part of the Snyderverse and bringing the Snyder Cut into fruition is that we should support creators. And this is not supporting creators by saying you possibly shouldn't support James Gunn because it's not going into the Snyder.
Well, let's talk about.
I'm sad. I was going to stream about this tomorrow. I've also had some people unfollow me because I'm not constantly talking about the Snyderverse. I'm talking about projects that are Jeff Johns related. The people that are on the crew of Titans, some of them have nothing to do with Jeff Johns. Should they stop season 3 just because it's a Jeff Johns project? Or if that would be another WB project?
Superman and Lois or Stargirl.
That we never see the conclusion of, because of the Zack Snyder situation.
Well, and
people have nothing to do with that.
Yeah, I see it here. Real quick here. HBart's $2 says Space Jam 2, a.k.a. LeBron loves the CCP. Oh, my God. We'll get to that one here, but thank you very much. HBart's, you're already being outbid. You're already being outbid.
Oh, no.
By Elmo.
Real Elmo Cinema.
It is Real Elmo
Thank
Cinema.
You. He's one of HBart's friend. They work together.
Elmo and HBart's. I have a channel,
Thank you for coming by, Max. I really appreciate it.
Oh, they muted me.
I muted you. Anyway, no. Okay, so here's the thing: this is the whole thing.
I'm generally upset.
No, I know you're upset, but this is a comment that I got today.
I can't stand when Snyder fans put down other properties just to prop up Snyder. Snyder is my favorite DC property. Anything he's involved with, it's the jam. I think you can all agree with that.
Yeah,
but
So
I'm not going to put other things down just to prop it up.
I get you. But like, this is the thing. I agree with you because I got this comment this morning from some guy, Kal-El of Krypton, calling me a disgrace. And I'm like, for what? He's like,
that could be anything.
You're toxic and you tried to drive division in fan bases.
No.
You're just pissed because one thing the Snyder Cut movement proved is we don't need people like you.
What? They're gatekeeping. Some people
and for just to be on the fair side of this one, who is the main person who relentlessly went after Andy and Jody for all that nonsense in the beginning?
Me. No, just kidding. No, it was Matt.
No, it was me. I hit him hard. I hit him hard.
I did reactions of
you did reactions and you did good. I will agree, but it's like I hit him real hard. And
I did reactions of your takes because they're so good.
Yeah, and you stole my thumbnail like for months. It was really.
I know. It was great views.
Anyway, the thing is like I also have been supporting the Snyder Cut since November 24th, 2017.
No, we disagree though because you say it's completely over. Let them move on. And I say there's still a chance, and I will still support it, and you will still support it if they say Zack Snyder's moving forward, but not to the point where we're gonna crap on other properties and put James Gunn down when he
and we're gonna talk about that. Yeah, Matt, we're gonna talk about that. Okay, so I do have to get to these real quick because
I'm tired. I need to get to bed, and it got me
upset. I know. Hold on. H Bards here says don't start a war again. Real Elmo here says I can't afford another war. and then Shiny here says hi Max.
Hey Shiny.
And there was a hell of a war last night. I'll have to tell you about it later. Actually, go watch the first 15 minutes of last night's stream, Max.
Okay.
Go watch the first 15 minutes.
I need to be rested for work.
You will DM me afterward, and you will be cursing me nonstop. And then also real quick here, Rational says Zach is executive producer on Gun Suicide Squad. Yes, he is actually. That is very true. I did just look that up. I will prove it here.
Snyder.
Everything I've heard is that they're good friends.
No, because also it's very much part of the whole thing. The thing is I
lost another one.
The characters are also.
I'm not telling you who it is, but
just do it privately. Here you can see here producer 17 credits, the Suicide Squad executive producer. So, and then also Wonder Woman 84, he was just a producer. So, but the characters are also coming over from what he had created within Warner's, which is why he has the executive producer role that he does. But he is executive producing it. We don't know what capacity he served on the movie. It's like Tim Burton being an executive producer on the animated film 9. If you've ever listened to Tim Burton describe it, people think that it's a Tim Burton movie because it's like executive produced by Tim Burton when it was used as a marketing tactic. Tim Burton's like, all I did is made some phone calls. That's it. Right? He openly admitted that at Comic-Con when he was there promoting the film because people were thinking that it was his. It's kind of like, Nightmare Before Christmas was a Henry Selick directed movie, but everyone thinks because it's Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas that he directed the movie as well. No, it was a different animator. So there's all that. That's something there to consider on that. But anyway, what I want to talk about here goes back to the James Gunn thing. So you've got Mercury,
I've seen him before. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been around for a while. And he posted this clip from a James Gunn interview where they ask him, so while you're in the midst of this potential scandal, Warner Brothers comes to you and asks if you might be interested in Superman, their flagship DC character. And he says, they proposed that to me. Toby Emmerich, the Warner Brothers Picture Group chairman, he works out with my manager, and every morning he would say, James Gunn, Superman, James Gunn, Superman. That's it. Now, and people have taken this. They've taken this as being something that James Gunn is going to be taking over Superman after the fact. After the Suicide Squad comes out.
About it.
And they're attacking him to some extent for it, including one of our friends, which is a very weird thing to see. Zod Rider, who I love Zod Rider quite a bit.
Maybe he's just emotional. I know it's hard to see all these projects coming out. Zod, I want to have you on the show this week. I love you, Zod, but I was like, come on.
Yeah, so I mean, he says here, this is one of the reasons nobody who supports creative integrity or director freedom in films should support James Gunn. The man literally witnesses industry colleagues get screwed over royally by Warner Brothers, yet he sings their praises
to do that?
And brags about how good he was treated.
What's he supposed to do?
It's not the same thing at all. And that's the whole point. Okay, Lord
and
Slugger says
people would be more upset with him. He took over Superman. He left it. He left. They let him. They were going to let him give him any project he wanted. Basically, he didn't want to do something that would. He wanted to do something that was within his wheelhouse, and probably didn't want to step on anyone else's toes that might want to bring Henry Cavill back for Superman. Because it might not have been Henry Cavill was Superman. They might have said, if you're going to do Superman, do a reboot. If it's James Gunn.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like,
you don't know all the details.
We don't know all the details. Taylor here makes a great point. They also think Tim Burton directed Coraline because ad said from the director of The Nightmare Before Christmas. Exactly. Now, hold on here. Rational Skeptic says $5. And Sarnoff said DCEU movies will be interconnected going forward. Do you believe that? I believe they want to try that. I believe they lack the capacity to pull it off.
I don't believe anything really until anything that's being filmed. I don't know how it's going to link up.
Yeah,
I think it's a mess right now, and everything's up in the air.
This is what I'm talking about with Zod, and this is one of the. I mean, like, I commented on it, said, "Hey, what the hell?" But there's a response down here from this guy named Balberith LeVay. Who says, well, he was fired from Disney because they found out that he's a pedophile. Now he's covered by Warner Brothers, a company that is controlled by racists. That's why he's happy there. And then Zod responds back with, he was also rehired by Disney. He fits right with the executive elites. He fails upward. What in the ever-loving shit is that fucking comment?
I have a problem with his tweets in the past, James Gunn. I didn't like them. I changed my mind at the time. I was like, I just didn't think he needed to do Guardians of the Galaxy 3 because I didn't like 2. I said I don't really care if he's on 3. I didn't want him to lose his job, but his tweets were horrendous, really. I don't like his tweets. But where are we going with this? Because he is extremely talented. I think the movie industry would be for the worse without him in it. And the superhero genre, too.
Well, no, it's very true. James Gunn is exceptionally talented, and a lot of people out there really like James Gunn, and they enjoy.
If he does stupid tweets again, then I'll be the first.
Well, no, but keep in mind, those tweets were from 2011. Okay, and no one's excusing the tweets, but Twitter and the internet was a very different time in 2011, and there are you'll find out
he was in the Troma type crew too.
He had done
really.
At that time, he hadn't got the job working with Disney yet. And when that happened, he's opened up about this. He's been honest about everything. And that's why his coworkers supported him. Everyone supported him. There's a reason why Disney brought him back on. They had to go through the rigmarole.
Brightburn was amazing.
They had to go through and do all of those things that they had to do in order to make it work. And the thing is, I've heard even Grace Randolph, when they rehired James Gunn, she was like, well, Disney can no longer claim moral purity on anything. It's like,
Disney has lost their magic. They're
it's like, whatever, Grace.
Really?
Yeah, she said that.
Go back those videos.
You can go back and find it. Yeah, she said that back in 2018.
I mean, but we got to get it. We have to have a path forward for everyone, really. Because
they have to be
everyone's made mistakes on social media. Everyone.
But the big problem though is what you've got is you got people like this. This guy here, Blue, says, remember to unsubscribe from HBO Max the month before this drops. And then I'm assuming that's talking about Suicide Squad.
Just to give this some context, the person who deleted their tweet posted a picture of Harley Quinn with the General from the movie, and apparently there's a leak going around saying she becomes a trophy girlfriend for him, and said, James Gunn, you hack. And then it blew up on Twitter, and now James Gunn is getting attacked by Harley Quinn fans because they think he's disrespecting the character. So this is where this comes from.
I want to be my time left on the internet. I want to be more supportive creators. I used to go hard at them myself with Brian Johnson. I was really upset with him in the past, but I am totally for creators. I don't want to put this type of hate onto them. Seriously, I mean, I honestly, I'm not, to be really real, the Suicide Squad with him, I don't think everything in the trailers, I'm not really that over the moon for it, really. I'm excited to see certain things.
That's a salmonella comment right there.
Yeah, that's pretty, you don't need to drink 5 eggs.
But I still support him as a creator, and I want to give him a shot, It's not his fault. There's still a product that was filmed and's coming out. It's already done. Why not give it a shot?
The thing is, James, the thing with James is he is exceptionally open. Right, he's one
he's
of like
responded
him.
To me on Twitter multiple times.
Multiple times he's responded to me. Yeah, like if you ask him a good question, he'll respond to you. And even if you ask him a bad question, he might respond to you. He is more approachable than even Zack Snyder is in regards to Hollywood directors. And we're talking about like comic book directors who deal with so much shit on the internet, and he's still very open about it. So you have to give him credit for coming back and just saying, "I love you." I'm curious what some of these quote tweets say here. You know, I. Like kill him with kindness. It's the way. You know, ratio with right here. Ratio with release the Ayer cut. What the hell does that even mean? You know,
it means that they're trying to like make his post bigger, basically.
Yeah. So it's just like a lot of people are just complete assholes about this. You got this guy right here. They're talking about like again the Mercury post. Someone saying here Sardar says, "Gosh, I hope he doesn't actually get the Superman project." And then Best Robin here says he might if we don't stay home for TSS. Well, it's going to be on. Well, it's going to be on HBO Max. So stay home.
He's not going to do Superman. He wants to do different projects. He likes that's his wheelhouse. Is like a weird crew like the Suicide Squad, Guardians of the Galaxy. He's probably going to go back to Marvel.
Well, I would argue actually at this point, I think he's kind of done with Marvel. If you want my honest opinion.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So the reason why I say that is because he is, think about it, like with Marvel, you know, with all the controversy from 3 years ago, sure, you can sit there and say like, yeah, he's moved past it. He's moved past it. That effed his life up. I mean, it did. It threw everything out of whack. And now 3 years later, he's come back out on top, but there's a lot of PTSD off that shit. You know what I mean? A lot of people out there going like, oh, he's a pedophile, saying the worst thing imaginable about a person. You know, and they were attacking him for clout and trying to find the worst they could possibly find. And I know, because about a month later, it happened to me, you know? So I get that digging into someone's life and what it can mean when people take everything about you and they try to frame it in the worst, most negative way possible. It will mess with you mentally. I don't know if he'd ever want to go back to Marvel and to Disney on a permanent basis because of that. Whereas DC, you know, Toby Emmerich was like actively pursuing him to come on and take over one of these projects. And, you know, like now they gave him, not only did they do the movie, but they've got the show, which just wrapped production yesterday morning as well. And the show apparently, most of it was directed by James Gunn. 5 out of the 8 episodes of Peacemaker was directed by James Gunn. So clearly he is very passionate about where he stands on this. And by the way, to Disney's credit, Disney did give him all the time that he needed to finish up Suicide Squad before going into Guardians, which is why Guardians doesn't start filming until November of this year. So there's a lot, there's a lot that's gone into it.
You know what I was really surprised is Batista saying that they ruined the Drax character. I think I saw in an interview. I was like, I was real surprised about that.
Batista is Batista. And, he's gonna, I think he's ready to be done with Disney. I think he wants to get through the last leg of his contract. And I also think that locking him in for as much as they locked him in for might be one of the reasons why Kevin Feige also this week said that they're no longer doing those long contracts that we heard about, like the 9-picture deal. They're not doing those anymore. But at the same time, I read that, David Harbour and Rachel Weisz have signed on for multiple projects with Marvel. And I'm hoping it's a Red Guardian series. I love this
conversation. I got to get to bed though. But I honestly, I came in here because I was upset. I don't like this. I've been following the Miko. It's because I like to follow creators that bring something great into the world. Zack Snyder brings something. I was a fan of Zack Snyder before Batman v Superman and in Justice League and Man of Steel. I liked all his other projects too. And yes, I want Justice League 2. But you know what? Some of the other stuff he's talking about seemed really cool too. And I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm still holding out hope. But I don't want to trash other creators just that have nothing to do with it. It's not their battle. It's not their battle.
I think, well, here, Todd says here, Snyder should come to Marvel. And I'm like, I disagree. The corporate structure of Marvel is going to require Feige has personal hands in everything. And that's also part of the reason why there's so much success.
Well, Netflix basically says, what do you want to do? I mean, that's the opportunities for creators right now. Really.
Oh, and yeah, all the money's up front. And believe it or not, like a lot of people are like, a lot of the writers in Hollywood are starting to turn their attention negatively towards Netflix because Netflix pays all the money up front and there's no there's no residuals after the fact. You know, and so they're starting to, because that was one of the reasons why there was the writer strike a long time ago. I was not the one from 2008. There was a dust up a few years back that was really about rights or about streaming residuals and people getting a pay out of that. And like, cause that wasn't something that was there, or no, it was like internet, it was like internet pay, residuals from internet streaming. And so, you know, we don't, yeah. So it's like, it's a thing. And I agree, if you're going to work on this and there's going to be residuals, like why not, you know? Because at that point, if the companies don't want to pay residuals, there's a reason why they're not putting anything on physical media, because those people would get pay out of the physical media sales, you know?
Okay.
And so it's like, you know, when they sit there and they say, oh yeah, we're not going to put the Mandalorian on 4K Blu-ray or UHD because, you know, we don't want people to unsubscribe from Disney Plus. For one, that's a terribly stupid argument, because I would buy it in 4K UHD.
I am going to listen, but I'm getting to bed. Thanks everyone for super chat, and keep Hollywood After Dark rolling. The show's getting really good. This show's getting really good. RJ, thanks for being on my show too. I got to get some sleep. It's almost 2 for me.
All right, Max, go get a snack and go to bed.
Oh yeah.
That's all right, I had to do it. Real quick here, I want to just get to, I saw Voice of the Emperor put out a super chat. Thank you. Says, I set up a GoFundMe for my book publishing costs. Awesome. I don't know much about book publishing, but good luck with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then Arkham Gaming here, $5. Thank you. Says, I feel like it's wrong for people to attack James Gunn. Whoever attacks directors of the future DC films, they should be ashamed of themselves. The thing is when it comes to attacking, it is part of the internet culture. Unfortunately, you know, people, they get worked up. The thing with the Snyder Cut fandom, and this is something that a lot of them have to kind of wrestle with, and they don't, because no one ever really wants to deal with the fact that it's like, the vast majority of them are in no way toxic at all. A lot of them are fantastically generous and creative people. That is something I do very much believe. But there is a vocal contingent of people who are definitely like, some of them are thought leaders. Some of them have split off. Some of them have, you know, look at people like Fatal J and Abu Nas and those guys, you know, like they were threatening Enosh. They were threatening Enosh with physical violence because he got to interview Dave Bautista or Ray Fisher or something.
It's because they want access.
And because there's access. And so there are people out there who have access. And I don't think they lord it over anyone's heads. I've talked to some of them, and like, I know one of the main reasons, and I get it. It's mostly just like for protection after the Geeks and Gamers thing. And I get that. But again, it's one of those things where there is jealousy, because there are people out there that are like, wait a minute, I've been talking about this for so long. Why don't I get the access? And I'll be honest with you guys. I was pissed off that I didn't get invited into the premiere, like the early access premiere of Snyder Cut. I'm like, wait, I've been talking about this fucking movie since then. Like, what the hell? You know, like, I've lost literal friends over this situation from trying to defend fallacies and defend all this nonsense from people who are willfully trying to hate on it. And not to say, and not that I feel like I should be entitled to it, but you know, part of you wants to be part of it. I get it. But you know, hey, it didn't happen. At the end of the day, I still watched it when it came out. Very happy with it. So, you know, you don't always get what you want, but there are so many people out there that just start feeling entitled. And, you know, one of the things that like Jody's Corner had said in regards to this is like, when, you know, it's like when the Snyder Cut was announced, it was like, you know, you give a mouse a cookie, and that is an apt saying. I'll fully admit, because we all could see it coming, right? Once you get the Snyder Cut, now it's going to be Justice League 2, Justice League 3, Batfleck, Deathstroke, whatever else comes around from that, whatever else can expand the Snyderverse. It's what all of us fans want. But there's a reality of business that people aren't really getting, and that there's still money that needs to be put up. And even though this vocal fandom might put up money for charity, and that's awesome, that doesn't mean anything to Warner Brothers' bottom line. And that is what people need to remember here. If it doesn't make dollars, it don't make sense. And that is a hard truth of life. And because of that, you know, and because of the way Warner's has acted in the situation, of which they've acted horribly towards the fan base, by not giving out any information, by being condescending in the Ann Sarnoff, interview, and by just kind of like being just jerks in general about the success of the Snyder Cut. There's been animosity there, but now that animosity is kind of aiming towards James Gunn, and that ain't right, because James, he loves David Ayer. He loves Zack Snyder. He likes what they've all done. He's a fanboy. You know, did you see like the interview with him where he said most superhero movies are boring now?
Yeah. We talked about that actually on the Poindexter Lounge yesterday.
Yeah, and a lot of people were just like, they were kind of attacking him over that. And it's like,
you know what? Oh, well, you're making movies in the homogenous, boring MCU. It's like, okay.
Yeah, all right. Sorry. My mind melted watching Loki last night. Eat my ass. A lot of people really enjoyed it. You can tell the stories within a homogenous setting, provided you know the parameters you're seeking. The problem with DC when compared to Marvel, for one, don't compare the two because they're incomparable. They just are. The success of Marvel probably should be also the success of DC. But because of, incompetent management from the higher ups over trying to, seek out bonuses before a merger, or trying to dictate a 2-hour cut to a movie so they can fit in more screenings per day, and cutting out a half hour of plot from BVS, which screwed it up, after the opening weekend, there was a problem. They have done so many stupid things. And instead of trying to course correct, they feel like they're still doing stupid things. But now we're going into another merger, and whatever path they're on right now does not include Zack Snyder. And Zack is off doing his thing with Netflix. That could change down the road. I don't know. I don't believe it's going to happen. I think a lot of it's going to be something else. But also, none of that is James Gunn's fault. He took a job. He's making a movie. The critics saw the movie tonight. In fact, I wanted to bring this up because
if you want to promote your show even more, come on Hollywood After Dark.
Yeah, he has a link. Is he here?
He's in the chat.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. But I wanted to bring up this right here because we were talking about this a bit. So the first Suicide Squad social reactions called it violent, hilarious, and full of heart. But before we dive in, there are some super chats I want to get to, just because last night I missed it happens. Orlando, H Bart's here says, Orlando was a simp for Sylvie. Now he's a simp for Wanda. Orlando, you're breaking my heart, buddy. You're breaking my heart. How can you not be a simp for this? It's a working.
Wait, why do you have this picture just readily available to pull up?
No reason.
Okay.
Right? I'm just saying.
Wondering.
I'm just saying. It's like, you know what? You talk about it. It's a working mother in Hollywood trying to, earn a living for her child, and she's just promoting that. And I think it's a very heartwarming image. That is, anyway. Thank you for that. H Bart's here. And then also Voice of the Emperor says, would you trust Christopher Nolan with Star Wars? No.
Really?
No. Yeah, no, I wouldn't. Not look, I mean, if Jonathan was with him, if Jonathan was writing the scripts, then yes. Okay. When Nolan is left to his own devices, shit gets weird. When his brother's involved, there's at least like coherency. If you look at like Inception, Jonathan Nolan co-wrote Inception. It was a bit weird, but it was nowhere as weird as Interstellar, which was a Christopher Nolan written movie. Tenet, also confusing to a lot of people, and also that dialogue nonsense too. Jonathan had nothing to do with that. Jonathan's off doing Westworld with his wife. To be honest,
though, I did like Tenet.
No, I'm not saying Tenet was bad. I mean, I haven't seen it, so I'm assuming I need to watch it. It's on HBO Max. I need to watch it. But the idea there, though, is like there was a lot of criticisms about things like this. So that's what I've been seeing. But I'll tell you what I'm excited for with Jonathan Nolan. He's doing a Fallout show at Amazon.
That's right. I forgot.
Yeah, Fallout, baby. Ooh, yeah. That's what I want. Anyway, but if Nolan, if it was the Nolan brothers producing, writing, direct, I would, yes, 100%. Christopher Nolan on his own. I mean, like, if you think MIDI fucking Chlorians were bad in 1999's The Phantom Menace, just wait to see what the hell would happen if fucking Christopher Nolan got a hold of Star Wars. I mean, look at the ending of Interstellar. Okay,
things would get weird.
It would get super weird and not the best. And then also, Elmo here, $5 says Wanda. Thank you.
Hey, nothing wrong with some Wanda love.
Hold on here. Rel asks, I've noticed a bunch of Enosh jealousy, and I find it to be ridiculous. I don't know what the jealousy is.
I think he means in regards to Abu Nas and
oh yeah, those guys. Yeah. I mean, it's like he talked. It's cool that Enosh talked to Dave. That's cool, man. And Ray, both Rays. That's cool. There's no jealousy on my end. I think those conversations are funny. Anyway, let's get in here to the. Okay, hold on. Brandon here says $2. Thank you. Christopher Nolan's Akira. Taika might still do it. Yeah, no, I think Taika. I know a lot of people don't want Taika to do Akira. They think because a lot of people out there that I've talked to really dislike Ragnarok.
This is a very hot take. I trust Taika Waititi with Akira more than I trust Christopher Nolan. Because I think Taika could actually nail it. Because I think Nolan would try and modernize it a bit too much.
Well, if you want to see a modern version of Akira, just go watch 2012's Chronicle. It's roughly the same concept. At least that final battle.
Yeah.
It is a little bit similar. It's a little bit similar. I mean, you could imagine like Dane DeHaan, yelling at the other guy, Akira, Canada, Canada, whatever the hell that is.
Canada.
Yeah. I always say Canada because I'm Canadian. So there's that.
By the way, you missed Mad 1306's super chat.
Oh, I did? Oh man, I'm so sorry. Let me go and find it real quick. Oh, there we go. Okay, Justice League cost Warner Brothers about $500 million between 2017 and the Snyder Cut marketing. This was their first team up with Justice League. Didn't get the return like Marvel did. That is true. They also It was Justice League 2017 was a flop, and we all know that. It only did $650 million, which is just insane. If they would have put the Snyder Cut out, the Snyder Cut.
Any form of the Snyder Cut, even it's like a 2.5 hour version.
Yeah. If it would have been Zack's movie at 2 hours, we would never would have had this fight or this whole thing. But it also would have been a vastly different movie because Joss Whedon would have still rewritten like half of it. But it would have been directed by Zack Snyder with Joss Whedon dialogue. So it would be an entirely different world. The biggest problem between Justice League, the Frankenstein version of 2017, has all to do with the fact that Joss Whedon tried to emulate Zack Snyder's visual style and filmmaking style while not being that at all, and still trying to also touch upon the lightheartedness that made the Avengers a multi-billion-dollar property. There's a lot there to break down, but yeah, I agree with you on that. Anyway, I do see we have Enosh here. What's going on, buddy?
Going on, man? And you know what? I gotta publicly say something to you. So, when all that stuff went down with, the Snyder Cut and everything, and, you didn't get an invite. So, I got to say, like, I got to apologize to you because I wish I would have known that you didn't get invited, because you should have been invited. And I didn't know until it was too late. And so I apologize that I didn't get you a spot.
No, it's all good. I'm not even worried about that at this point.
No, I know. I'm just saying, I know that was like I know you haven't talked a lot about that, but I know that it did frustrate you. And I didn't know until it was too late to be able to get you a spot into that, because I got other people, a spot into it. And I figured that you would get an invite, and, so I just want to publicly apologize to you. I mean, not that I have to, but I feel bad. I feel bad that I didn't get you a spot, because afterwards I know like everybody was talking, everybody was super excited about it, and I just, I didn't realize until it was too late. And because I just assumed that you would get that.
Yeah. I thought like, it's such a weird thing to feel like. I don't want to ever feel like I was entitled to that, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of times when you do this sort of thing, like there are, like I get emailed stuff like daily from like press releases of a bunch of different things.
Sure.
And I don't take up like most of it because I don't want to watch any of it. But it's like, it's really hard to get. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't.
Well, once you get any level of success, I mean, like my channel has been pretty successful in the last, few months. And, it's just like, you don't want to get to that point where like you expect it, right? Like where it's just like, oh yeah, here things are really popping right now. Things are going to continue this way. whatever, you know what I mean? And so you got to kind of like get yourself out. You got to keep yourself from getting psyched up, like, believe in that hype, like, and
Yeah.
I think that's something we all have to put ourselves in check with anything, not just YouTube, but like life in general.
100%. Like, but that's why, like, like, also, I'll admit it. As soon as, like, because earlier in the day before the Snyder Cut dropped on HBO Max, it did leak online.
Mm-hmm. And I know. And you were like, yeah.
I was watching it. I texted Enosh. I'm like, I'm watching it. Like, I've waited too long. Fuck it. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, but I only got through half the movie. I didn't finish it because I kept getting interrupted because I think Enosh called me as I was watching it. No, you called me or someone called me. Someone called me.
Yeah. Well, a former guest on this episode, I think, called you.
Yeah, it was Max who called me. Yeah, I think Max called me.
Because I got invited and I was told that I could invite people and that had to do with a certain thing that I did. And I was like, okay, cool. And so I did that. And so like, you weren't a part of the thing that I had done.
Yeah.
And so I didn't think about that. But then also like, I just kind of assumed that you would, like I said, have a role in this. So like when we talked about it later, like I was glad that, that somebody else helped you, that I had helped. So in an indirect way, I still was responsible for you seeing it early, but you know what I mean? Like,
I pirated the hell out of it. So.
Well, I know, but you know what I mean? Like, because I know
someone else were able to, someone was going to give me their access code to watch it. That ultimately never, but then they got cold feet at the end of it because they were really worried about getting busted by Warner Brothers. And I'm like, for one, Warner's wouldn't care. But I only watched half the movie. And then I waited until midnight. And then when midnight dropped, I sat there in my room and I watched the last half of the movie. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, I've watched it again a couple times since then. So I've, I supported it on HBO Max. It got its numbers from me. But like, I was like, you know what? I'm impatient at times. And like, I've been waiting like anybody else. I'm like, I'm going to get this movie. I don't care. Yeah. It's like, the thing is, it's like, I still own the damn thing. Thank you to HBards for sending it to me.
Absolutely.
And like, it's awesome. Like, that's a great film. So yeah, I don't mind that. It was a weird thing. It was kind of like, it was a little frustrating, but at the end of the day, it all worked out just fine. So it's,
and just like it was funny because I had to laugh because literally like I was coming in here. I was honestly, because I didn't do my own stream tonight and I didn't do a stream the other night because I was going to do some stuff. And then I ended up on your stream, in the hot tub. And then, tonight I was going to, and I still may, I'm not going to stay on long. Like I just got my new shirt back. I had this shirt when it was a 3X when I was 400 pounds. And so I just got the shirt back. I've been looking for this shirt for a long time again, but, so nice. I was going to do a couple of toy reviews. And then like, I just was listening to you while I was setting up and stuff. And then all of a sudden, like, I hear you talking about me and like the people who were like threatening me and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden people are talking about, RJ's talking about Poindexter Lounge. And it's like, hey, I'm getting a bunch of free advertisements. That's good. But you were talking about that. And like Rel mentioned it too. Like, I don't understand it either. Like, and what's weird about that? Okay. Is like, so, there's people who get jealous over stupid stuff. And like, why, first of all, right? Like, I mean, like, I'll be honest with you. Like I've had fellow streamer friends, who've had Zack Snyder on, right? For example. And when they had Zack Snyder on, man, I sent them a message and I was like, hey, congratulations. That's awesome. You know, like the first time or second time or whatever that Zach went on with like Dave Pena, for example. Right. Like I was like, Dave, congratulations. Or like when he went on with, what's his name? Ping Pong Flicks.
I sent Dave a message privately and I said like, hey man, congrats,
Exactly. I was happy for that. I was proud of them because those are guys that we've streamed with, Chris Swanson. And so, they're guys that we've streamed with, and been around and stuff. And like for them to land that's freaking awesome. You should be proud of them, proud that you're in that circle of people. And I don't understand this idea of like this, like, well, I deserve it, like, why isn't it happening to me, kind of thing. And I get it, man. It's like you see somebody else, doing well. And it's like, even if you feel good for them, like, there's still that little thing like, well, why isn't this going well for me or whatever, but you shouldn't take that out on that person. And you definitely shouldn't retaliate against that person just because they're getting an opportunity that you're not getting right now. Because if you stay the course and you do well, you're going to get opportunities. you know. And what I think about was stupid, like, because Rel mentioned that, like, in there that he had seen that too, and I think other people have seen that. But there were people like who just were there were viewers who were getting mad at me over stuff that other people were saying that I said, or that I like supposedly had certain attitudes towards things, like I did think I was something.
You're the leader of the Snyder Cut.
Right. Yeah. Right. I mean, like, that was the dumbest thing that I think I've ever heard ever, that I said that I was the leader of the Snyder Cut, like, movement. You know, I mean, that, like,
yeah,
like, you know what I mean? Like, how many times have I joked and put a sheet over my head and called myself leader of the Snyder Cult? Right. Or, you know, or like, you know, calling myself Larry Bird, you know, and stuff. Cause I'm just going along with the stupid, funny, you know, stuff. And then for somebody to like latch onto that, and like, I've literally had people, man, DM me and they're like, I'm not watching you anymore. Who do you think you are, thinking you're the leader of the Snyder Cut movement? You know, and I'm like, what? I wasn't back there. I've never been to San Diego Comic-Con and like, you know, put up billboards or, you know, things on the back of airplanes, or like did any of that stuff. Like, I wasn't even a part of the movement proper until last year, you know. And it's like, that would be the dumbest thing that I could possibly say, that I'm the leader of the freaking thing, you know. But the thing is somebody runs with something, they say something, and then people latch onto that and they think that's truth because they think that everybody's just friends. So they think that, well, if somebody says something, boy, they must, you know, Enosh must have really, you know, done something horrible behind the scenes, or Matt Jarbo must treat people like, you know, like crap behind the scenes or something.
I get that all the time from people.
And the really thing funny. is like, and the thing is a lot of it's just like you said, like, it's built out of jealousy. And then you sit back here, you know, and you're watching people like cut up your videos from 4 years ago and try to act like you don't like Zack Snyder, like, because, you know, like, I'm like, what in the world? And so like, people just gotta chill, you know, and they just gotta really look at the bigger picture and really think, like, you know, Arkham's Razor, does it make sense? What's the
simplest truth? The simplest explanation is often the truest.
It usually is.
Razor, yeah.
It usually is.
And on the internet, everything is always blown out of proportion. I mean, like, trust me, yeah. I'm guilty of it too. Sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's not. You know, and people, like, especially in this movement, I think people, you know, I wanted to be like, I never, you know, I've been supporting seeing the movie since November 2017. But even then, like, there was a protest outside of Warner Brothers, like a cosplay thing, and like I think early 2018, and that was like, they went out there and they had released a Snyder Cut hashtag and a banner, and I was critical of it. I was really critical of it because I'm like, I thought it was dumb. I thought it was stupid. And then but then I kind of also thought that the girl who was behind it was doing it for her own clout. You know, and so it's like, again, you know, you bad takes, right? We all have bad takes. And ultimately, I apologize for that take because she clearly had the best intentions. But a lot of other people, like, you know, when they went to Comic-Con, they put out that billboard. I was at Comic-Con, or they did whatever. I didn't see any of that stuff. I didn't see, you know, at Comic-Con, anyone with the T-shirt, anyone handing out any flyers or nothing. Not to say they weren't there. I guarantee you they were there. But it's also 144,000, 150,000 people. So you're just, you know, it's too many people. Yeah. But there's been a lot of work that's been done. So it's like, you know, people like the people, like, you know, look at Fiona doing the website. There's a reason why Fiona was at DC Fandom talking to Zach. There's a reason why all that happened. And then, but, you know, and then then people tried to cancel Fiona for some reason. And it's like, for something that she said that she apologized for because there's a cultural barrier there. And it's
there's just a lot of that goes around, like, you know, I've seen people, you know, people who've messaged me, like, have gone off on Dave Pena because they don't like a take that he had on something or whatever, or because he's supporting, like, you know, being at peace with stuff, right? Or like even the Nerd Queens or Wonder Meg or, you know, whatever, you know. And it's like people got to remember that these are real people. Right? Like, these are real human beings. We're real human beings that deal with life. We're not always going to get it right. We're not always perfect. Nobody's claiming to be. Yeah. You know, and the thing is, it's like, we're just talking about a movie that we love, you know, and a director that we enjoy, you know. And so
I think it's just like, it's to some people it's gone, it's gone far. It's gone further than it needs to be.
Well, that's what I was going to ask Enosh. I mean, what do you think what happened like today on social media with like James Gunn getting attacked on stuff?
Well, I don't think James Gunn should get attacked. I mean, you know, like, and I didn't know any of that stuff was going on. I mean, I did. I tweeted him about you know, Suicide Squad, where I was just like, you know, I can't remember what I said. I tweeted him about something, and I was trying not to be, you know, negative about it, but like I kind of tweeted him about, you know, the Peacemaker thing, right? It's like, I kind of joked with him like, so are you telling us that you're doing something that no other director has been able to do, and that's like get a good performance out of John Cena? Because, you know, he's going on about, you know, how great the Peacemaker show is going to be and stuff, and you know, I'd be lying to you if I didn't say that, you know, I'm disappointed that we're sitting here not able to get like the main properties in DC right, and they're giving him, you know, James Gunn carte blanche to just come in and do whatever the heck he wants to do.
True, but that's not his fault though.
No, it's not. But the reality, I mean, and good for him. Like I did read the article, and this was all after, you know, that tweet, but and I still stand by the tweet because I still feel that that's still how I feel. You know, like I wasn't rude to him and I wasn't trying to call him out or anything, but it was just, you know, to me, it's just the truth. But, you know, like, yeah, I agree. You know, obviously he was going through a bad time. He was going through a hard time with, you know, what he experienced. I was actually, that actually kind of made me feel better to know that he didn't just like skip, because it felt like he just skipped from Marvel to right straight to DC, you know, without like skipping a beat, and that like there was no kind of repercussions at all, that he just kind of, you know, flipped the script, kind of went to this movie, and then, you know, and then immediately, you know, Disney wanted him back, you know. So I was kind of glad to see that, you know, he did take some time to actually reflect on what had happened, the tweets that he had made, that he was apologetic about it. And, you know, and that he realized, and he talked about in that interview, that, you know, he's taking what he says a whole lot more seriously now, you know, and I'm glad for that. But it's still frustrating to me that the DC or that Warner Brothers as a whole is literally just willy-nilly throwing around stuff like for things that really nobody's asking for, you know, that like really people are, we'd be happy to see some of this stuff if the main stuff we felt was being treated with some respect, you know, and that we were getting some good stuff, but it just feels like they're just all over the place. I mean, so I saw just yesterday the old picture of like all the titles that were supposed to be out by now, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's just a testament to like they just don't have a plan, you know. And then somebody said, what was the quote? I saw somebody's quote that talked about how like Marvel has directors that are something about like Marvel has directors that are making these films good, you know, whatever. And then it was something about how DC has a couple of hits because some direct, like basically kind of in spite of WB, you know what I mean? That like somebody was able to squeak one through, you know what I mean? And it's just like, it has nothing to do with their planning, has nothing to do with their, you know, brilliance of being able to tell stories or any of that. It's just like, we got lucky. And if Suicide Squad is good, it's not going to be a testament to the brilliance of Walter Hamada or Toby Emmerich or, you know, or any of those people, you know, Ann Sarnoff or any of those people, you know, working over there at WB. It's literally just going to be like, oh, whoops, we got another one that slipped through, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get another one if we get lucky, you know, with the Flash, you know. And so,
well, if you look on the screen, here's the image of the of that, of what was going to come out, you know, and it's like, yeah, it's kind of like the Flash just came out in 2018, and
that's crazy,
and it's coming out in 2022, so 4 years later. I mean, Aquaman hit its mark. What was the untitled DC film? What did that end up ever being?
I think it was supposed to be the Batman, like Ben Affleck's Batman movie.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. And then Shazam, that hit 2019, and then Justice League Part 2, that didn't happen. Then the other one, because it was Shazam was the only one in 2019, right? Because
yes,
Birds of Prey was early 2020. So yeah, and then like Cyborg and Green Lantern.
Well, hold on. Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right,
Aquaman was like December, like mid-December 20.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like there's a lot that's gone into this stuff where they've just kind of ended up screening. But here's the thing: I do want to quickly get to some super chats because there's been a few that have been out there. I want to make sure everyone gets some attention. I appreciate everybody. Okay, let's see here. Thomas Carroll here with I love this comment, by the way. Does anyone picture Gene from Bob's Burgers when Max talks? A little bit. And I'll tell you this, I've seen what he looks like. And now, you know what? Yeah, a little bit.
You've seen the actor.
I've seen the man behind the mask. So I know what he looks like. And a little bit like Gene, a little bit. I should make that image and like just send it to us privately because I'm not going to show what Max looks like, but I mean, like it was what 4th of July? No, it was like before 4th of July. He like sent us all a group text with like just like a random selfie of himself. I just get this message and it's like it's from Max and it's literally just a selfie of him and I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Like, did you send this to the wrong person? Like, what's going on? And he's like, oh, I'm just at the lake enjoying the weekend. I'm like, all right, man, that's cool. But thank you very much for that.
I'll never forget the first time I saw his face. Like it totally scared me. Like at first, like, and it's funny because like there's nothing wrong with Max. I mean, Max looks fine. He looks, like a totally normal guy. It's not like he's got some horrible disformity or anything.
Yeah, he's normal.
Yeah, he's normal. But it was funny because we were like, it was after a show, and like all of a sudden it was like, oh, there it is, and it like I had known Max for so long that I was like, this doesn't feel right. Like, and he sounded different because he's not talking to the mask and everything. It's like, I feel weird and awkward now. Like, I don't know.
I'll tell you guys this about Max. Here's how you feel it's awkward is when he wears his glasses over the mask.
Yes.
I still I've seen him without the mask multiple times. It's just, but when I see him when he's got glasses on over the mask, I'm like, just take the fucking thing off, dude. Just like take it off. Be free. Allow your eyeballs to see. But real quick here, Todd Fair, dude, $20. Thank you so much, man. Says Kevin Feige and Zack Snyder are both smart and super creative. So if Zack could come to Marvel, they could work it out. A great comic book movie can be made because Marvel is the place to be. I agree and I disagree. And the only reason why I disagree is because of how formulaic and structured Marvel is. Could Zack, okay. Like, let's just kind of think about how Zack approached the Snyder Cut. All right. Remember, like he shot over 4 hours of footage that we got in a movie that when it was its full thing. And that wasn't what we were supposed to see on the big screen. He was shooting it for a potential home video release, but he still, even when they were doing the Snyder Cut, Warner's was like, no more extra footage. And Zack's like, eat me. And he went and he did it anyway. So Feige could sit there and say like, this is what we want. This is what we're going to do. And Zack would still maybe find a way to go do his own thing. And there may be a meshing, some conflict in regards to the creative entities. Look at Alan Taylor. When he worked on Thor: The Dark World, he had complained about how controlling it was. Even Patty Jenkins left Thor: The Dark World. She was the original director because of creative differences. Mm-hmm. And then she went off to go do Wonder Woman. So, we don't quite know if their styles would mesh. Now, I'll tell you what I like. What I like is this whole Rebel Moon thing because it was a Star Wars pitch that he's readapting and turning it into his own thing. And I think to me, that's going to be interesting because when you think about let's say 50 Shades of Grey, 50 Shades of Grey was a Twilight fan fiction. Right? It was a Twilight fan fiction that when it was popular enough, she readapted it into an original property and it went on to do 3 movies, $1 billion at the box office, and God knows how much in book sales. Mm-hmm. So sometimes so if you think about it, Rebel Moon is a Star Wars fan fiction, but it's going to be an original thing. And I would
Did you see him attack on him for that?
No, there were people that attacked him for that. I saw,
yeah. We did a show. I think RJ. I
was on there.
Like I was absolutely shocked. Like seriously,
that article from the AV Club.
That article, man. Like seriously, just going off on him, and I'm just like, you have got to be kidding me. Like what the heck? But
it's so I know. Like that. Yeah, I remember that AV Club article is like it's just a useless attack on him for no real reason. obviously just to be a dick. And but that's at the same time, it's like, look, he's over at Netflix. He's developing multiple properties over there. They want to turn Rebel Moon into a franchise. Clearly, they want to turn Army of the Dead into a franchise. So he's doing stuff over there. Like is sorry, you guys might hear my kid is awake, I think. But you know, you're going to hear like all of the attacks on him because people just need to hate on the guy. Like he is. Look, I'm going to say. Zack Snyder is like probably one of the nicest guys in Hollywood, and he is Hollywood's eternal punching bag. And the problem with that, up until recently, he's taken it. And that is something that, like, when everything happened with Justice League in 2017, he took it. He took it all right on the chin. All of the attacks from BVS, when that dropped in 2016, before we got the extended edition, you know, like all of those attacks on him, he took it on the chin. He never came out and said, no, they cut 30 minutes. Yeah. He always played the long game, and he's good at that. And so, you know, even when his reputation is being run through the mud by people who are just live to huff their own farts, he still took it on the chin and he still did it. So, like, I mean, look, the guy has earned my respect on whatever he wants to make. I think Army of the Dead's an excellent movie. Not perfect. I have some issues with some of the filmmaking techniques. I didn't really like that Canon Dream Lens, all the much it was used. But I thought it was a great film. I really enjoyed what I saw, and I'm looking forward to what he does next, because I would rather him be creating something that makes him happy versus stuck in an environment that doesn't know its head from its asshole. That's kind of where I'm at with it on that one. But going to Marvel would be fascinating as well. I don't know if
anything's
the results
possible at the end of the day.
Like, here's the thing: when they start doing 20th Century Studios, the R-rated side of Marvel, which will be coming with Deadpool, I could see that being a thing. You know, I could see you know, John Bernthal going like, "Hey, I want to do a Punisher movie over at 20th Century Studios," and then him going like, "Zach to do a Punisher movie," and then I would die from pure fanboyism. Because if you know, for one, Bernthal is an amazing actor. He's awesome as Frank Castle, and Zach can bring the violence, and it would, and also dark, complex, emotional storytelling, which I know people out there don't want to think ever happens with a Snyder movie, but we've proven that it does. I would love to see that, or a Daredevil movie or something like that. You know, like that side of Marvel, give that to Zach. I'd be okay with that. Let's keep going here. Rational Skeptic here says Gunn said it wasn't a sequel to Man of Steel. That was obviously what he's referring to in regards to the, you know, Toby Emmerich wanting him to do a Superman movie. I don't think we're ever going to get a Man of Steel sequel. That's just so bad. And then, let's see here. Rel here says, if RJ said he would trust Taika over Matt Reeves, I would have fainted.
In some respects, I do. You know, some people hate Thor Ragnarok. I like that movie.
No, I love Thor Ragnarok.
And I love Jojo Rabbit. That's a fantastic movie.
I love Matt Reeves for his realism as well, mixing realism with fantasy. And like with the Apes movies, as well as like Let Me In and Cloverfield and all the other films that he's done. But Taika is able to handle high fantasy and comedy very well as an excellent color palette. Like him and his visual team did an amazing job with Ragnarok. And I think Love and Thunder is going to feel like you're watching an old, you know, like He-Man cartoon from the 80s. It's going to be a lot of pink.
I'm a little concerned about that. We talked about that last night. I mean, after that article that interview that just came out where he's just like, he described it as just bonkers. And it's just like, it's so over the top. And like, if you heard the pitch, like nobody else would ever want to see this movie. And like, you know, and all that stuff. And I'm just like, that concerns me, because I'll be honest with you, I've been concerned with the way that Thor's been treated anyways. I thought that Thor was treated really well in the first movie, and even Thor as a character in the second movie, like as far as like who Thor is. But I really felt that they got away from who Thor is as a character. Like, you know, even though I have problems with, I like that he's got a good story arc, you know, that he learns stuff and, you know, and he grows and stuff. But like, they really got away from him being that kind of Shakespearean type of figure, you know, and it's just kind of more now. He's played for a lot of comedy, and I don't know how I feel about that going into this movie. That it's like, is it just going to be one big joke? I mean, is it just going to be one big? I mean, when Watiti says like it's just bonkers, and did you see that? Did you read that?
No, I didn't read that.
Yeah, he just goes off on that. Like he even talks about, he's like, when you see this, he's like, people who, like, I feel like nobody's ready for this thing. And if anybody, if anybody had told me that I'd be pitching this, like, I'd have been like, this'll never work. And he's like, most people would say, like, after they see this, that, like, I'll probably never work again. And maybe I won't work again after this because it's that crazy. And I was just like, that's a weird thing to say about your movie. He said all the fetters were off. Everything that, like, all the things that they held back from on Ragnarok, that, like, the floodgates are open and he can just do whatever crazy silly thing that he wants to do.
It made the most money out of either of the Thor films, and what I believe is that if you follow Thor's arc, starting in Ragnarok, going through Infinity War and into Endgame, it gives him a very, very lovely arc. Because, really, like, if you think about it, the first Avengers movie was through the perspective of Captain America. The second movie was more through the perspective of Iron Man. And the third one, Infinity War, was through the perspective of Thor. And seeing, getting it from his angle where, like, his father dies in Ragnarok, and he always felt guilty over the death of his mother, getting to go back and get closure on that. And dealing with the fallout of losing Asgard, losing his brother, losing everything. And
that's where he didn't feel worthy.
He didn't feel worthy. He felt emotionally, because, it's like, again, these heroes, they can feel things. And, like, a lot of people out there hate when these heroes feel things. And that's a very weird take I've seen from some people. And it's like, you want them to experience emotion. I think his arc in those three films is excellent, and that could have ended there, and I would have been very happy. So I don't know what they have planned for this, but I think, look, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. The only thing I will speak positively about with Ghostbusters 2016 was that it proved that Chris Hemsworth is funny, and they decided to play that angle of it up, and it was to great effect for Thor. It revitalized a character that people thought was just, they thought was just a one trick pony.
Ragnarok didn't work, or it's not Ragnarok. Sorry, Thor: The Dark World. Yeah.
I like Thor: The Dark World. Okay, I'm one of the few
I
that actually do.
I haven't rewatched it in years. I just remember feeling very, like, bland about it. It's just meh.
I think it was Tom Hiddleston's. I think it was Tom Hiddleston's best work as Loki outside.
Loki is great movie. It's everything else though.
It was like it was kind of a weird one, but I still like it for what it was. I mean, Alan Taylor. Like, it's so funny too, by the way, because Alan Taylor he did like Boardwalk Empire episodes, and he did Game of Thrones episodes before going over to do Thor. And I thought, oh man, cool. We're going to get, like, the Game of Thrones guys going to come in and knock this out of the park. And then from there, he went to go direct Terminator Genesis. And, like, that one,
Yeah, that was not good.
Yeah, and I want to make clear, like, I actually really like Ragnarok. It's not that I have a problem with Ragnarok. It's just that, like, after reading that, it's like, I think Ragnarok was probably the right tone. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and so, like, I just hope that it just doesn't get super silly. And I don't have a problem with Jane necessarily being Thor. I mean, it's a comic book, story. It's in the comics.
Well, he's talked about the movie being more emotional too, which I think is appropriate given the arc that Jane goes through. She gets cancer, she gets the powers of Thor, but every time she activates her powers or resets her cancer, or chemotherapy.
The only problem that I have with Jane it's not Jane's story at all. It's actually with what's her name herself,
Natalie Portman.
With Natalie Portman herself, because Natalie acted like this was all beneath her, like she didn't want to do this anymore, whatever, like she's walking away from it and everything.
Well, sure, but she got treated bad on Thor: The Dark World. That's why.
Well, maybe, but I don't know, man. Like, like, there's something about Natalie Portman that's never quite rubbed me the right way anyways. And so, with her kind of attitude, I have felt on a couple of things, like, it just feels like, okay, well, we'll make you the star of this one, and we'll actually turn you into Thor, and you can come back for that one. That's how it feels to me. That may not even be how it is. It's just how it feels to me.
Yeah, I get you. On that. We're going to have to wait and see what they do, I think, ultimately. I mean, for me personally, I'm okay with Taika Waititi. I think he's a good director. Now, Fourth here disagrees. He said here, $5 super chat. Thank you. Says keep Taika away from Akira. Just continue off the animated movie. There are 6 300-page comic volumes of story total. As great as that would be,
they are continuing the Akira movie. They are making like either another movie, anime movie, or an anime series. I don't remember which one it was.
Well, that would be better then, because I mean, obviously, they did that with Ghost in the Shell, right? With the standalone complex.
Yes, which is some people say is even better than the movie. So
I never saw standalone complex. I haven't seen Ghost in the Shell either. I bought it on 4K a few months ago, but like I just didn't watch it.
Yeah, you gotta watch it. It's great.
All right, it was like only like $17. That's why I bought it. I was like, yeah, I'll get Ghost in the Shell. But I mean, I really want to see. I think anime. Like live action anime adaptations don't interest me. Give me more animated movies. I'll check them out. I say that for roughly everything. It's like so much stuff that is live action shouldn't be live action. Like I know like they got Snake Eyes coming out here next week or whatever. It's like, give me a Cobra, a G.I. Joe animated movie in theaters, because they've done it before back in the 80s. Like Transformers doesn't need to be live action. We have the technology now. Look at the opening of Bumblebee. You can clearly make a good animated movie and people will go to it.
Well,
and they'll be happy.
Well, they're doing it. Have you watched any of the, was it the Rise of Cybertron?
The War for Cybertron? I haven't watched it yet.
Dude. Okay, so I watched it randomly, now I've watched both parts, both seasons.
I know part 3 comes out here soon.
Yeah, and the only thing I'm not quite like excited about that, I know RJ will be upset about this, but the Beast Wars thing. The Beast Wars thing always loses me because I was not into Beast Wars.
No. We read the description for that movie and I got scared.
Yeah, no, but I know you like Beast Wars. I just don't like. And I know people are passionate about Beast Wars. It was just not my time period for Transformers. But apparently, the next season of that series is supposed to be Beast Wars as well, and so I'm kind of concerned about that. But man, those first 2 seasons, Matt, and the third season could be great as well, because the first 2 seasons were nothing but awesome, and it's all Generation 1 style, but done updated where it looks amazing, and it's computer animated and stuff like that. I still say that a live action Transformers can happen and look great, but you got to the characters have to be recognizable, and it has to feel tangible and right. You have to feel like you're in that world again, and I just feel like they got away from that.
I get you. Like, I will say this though, like I actually really do like Michael Bay's first movie. I think it is a good movie. I think that it's sure his camera work is exceptionally derivative and it rips off every other one of his key signature shots, but where they're used, they work. My favorite, like literally my favorite one is where Sam Witwicky hits the flare at the end of that movie, and you can put that juxtapose that right with Nicolas Cage hitting the flare on The Rock. It's the same shot. You know what I mean? It's like this, like whatever. But I do legitimately like Transformers, and I do feel like he actually gave a crap in the beginning. But this, Beast Wars, maybe it will be good. I'm still gonna see it, obviously, but I'm not gonna go in with any expectations, because I went into Bumblebee with high expectations and I didn't like it.
I went to Bumblebee with 0 expectations, and I walked away saying that was one of the best movies that I've seen in a while. I really enjoyed it.
I think it's just because you're young.
No. I like that movie. Haley Steinfeld was fantastic in it, and Bumblebee was great.
Yes. Those 2 were the best parts of that film, 100%.
John Cena, I thought, was okay.
John Cena was terrible in that movie.
You loved John Cena in that, RJ.
No, I love the movie for Haley Steinfeld.
You should watch the deleted scenes, because Paramount sent me a copy to review. They sent me an early copy to review, and that was the first time I saw the movie. They didn't send me a free copy. Well, back then,
I got hands down the best reaction video ever for that movie.
Well, that was how I got that, though, was Louis Lecca had sent me a link to request a copy, and that's how I got it.
I still get comments on our reaction video, because I lost my mind when I saw the Generation 1 Transformers.
Yeah.
And so I still get comments on that. And I actually had a guy from China approach me because he loved our reaction so much that he wanted to know if he could post. He was doing like a thing where, because how they don't have YouTube, they have,
like it's like Weibo or something.
Yeah. And so he asked me, like, we worked out a deal where he could actually take that video and post it over there. because he liked our reaction so much to Transformers. Or well, to Bumblebee, because I lost my mind over the Generation 1 stuff.
No, I mean the Gen 1 stuff was pretty cool. It was very cool. Like I said, the opening 5 minutes of that movie was awesome. And the thing with the opening 5 minutes of that movie, that was a late stage addition to the film. That was not something that was planned. Like, because on the DVD or on the Blu-ray, they have the alternate opening, and the alternate opening was just like, it felt like a creature feature. Like you're literally going through like. You're looking at it through Bumblebee's eyes. Think of like the opening of Halloween without the murder. And it's kind of like that, where it's like, okay. And then, but then they redid it and they did that opening scene. And that was cool. My complaint again, John Cena was just like, okay. And so if James Gunn is saying we got a great performance out of John Cena, and based upon like some of the quips we've seen John Cena perform in the trailer, I'm excited for John Cena's performance, just because that whole thing of like.
But don't you feel like John Cena has like been telling like the same jokes in every movie? Like it seems like he talks about it.
Do you watch professional wrestling? Like the characters are just the same constantly. Like none of it changes. Like Undertaker is still around.
No, he's not.
Undertaker retired.
Okay. Sorry. When did he retire? Like a year or two ago?
Last year.
Oh, okay. So he was around when I was a kid.
Yeah, but no, I get it. He was around when I was a kid. But here's the thing, like John Cena, for example, like I mean, he's been like the clean cut good guy for so long, right?
Well, he was the kid. He's the hero all the kids love.
Yeah, but then all of a sudden, literally, he's telling a dick joke in every movie he's in. Literally every movie, or he's the butt of a dick joke. Where like he was in Trainwreck, which was a good movie, by the way. With Bill Hader and
Amy Schumer.
I really like that movie, but like he is in that film with Amy Schumer and they're having sex, and then like he stands up and like the towel is like draped around supposedly his penis. It's like just hanging off his penis. There's also like a rumor that apparently he accidentally slipped it in during that scene. Have you heard that?
No, I haven't seen the movie, so
yeah. The movie's actually good. The movie's actually good.
I'm a
it's really
huge
funny.
Bill Hader fan, but I don't like Amy Schumer, so I'm conflicted.
Yeah, well, the movie's really good. It's really, really funny.
Is it better than Funny People? Because that was like the last Judd Apatow film I saw, and it burned me so bad.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's much better than Funny People, dude. Like I got so depressed over Funny People. I was like, what the heck am I? Why?
It started off so good, and then it just went like I'm like, okay, so you want Adam Sandler to have sex with your wife because Leslie Mann is Judd Apatow's wife. Yeah. And also, but the cool thing though is the opening of that movie when they showed Adam Sandler making those prank phone calls when he was younger.
Yeah,
it was Judd Apatow who was filming. They used to be roommates. So like that was cool looking at their history, but. Yeah, the movie was bad. I avoided Trainwreck. What is Judd Apatow? Then he did the King of Staten Island, which I still haven't seen.
The King of Staten Island's really good.
I
really like King of Staten Island. Yeah, I really like that movie too. I was actually surprised that movie was as good as it was. But that movie was really good too. But Trainwreck was good. But like I said, John Cena, he's got a love scene with Amy Schumer, and I read somewhere that like he accidentally something happened there. And so I'm not sure how that happens on a set, but apparently she didn't, and that could also be Amy Schumer talking.
Amy Schumer one time fully admitted to taking advantage of a drunk guy in college because he called her for a booty call, but he was too drunk to consent. And she still tried to have sex with him. Like she actually gave that speech at a podium at like some women's conference somewhere, and no backlash whatsoever over that. It's like, oh, so... but this is also far before the Me Too movement and all that stuff, like the Title IX stuff from a couple of years ago. Yeah. But still, it's like Amy Schumer is just like, there's no consequences for Amy Schumer. And that's an unfortunate thing about life. But real quick, though, I there's a couple more to get to here. Sorry. H-Bart's here, $2 says Kang the simp. Kang wasn't a simp. I don't know what you're talking about. He's simp. I mean...
I haven't talked about this with anybody. Am I the only one that felt that, like, I get it. I'm excited for it, but... like in actuality, it was kind of lackluster.
Well, think of it like this.
What was lackluster about it?
It was just kind of. I love the look. I've gone on record. Loki is like now I'm just admitting it. now is that Loki's my favorite MCU character now, and I've loved this series, but I just felt like this whole episode and the way that they did that whole thing was just kind of like, oh, okay.
Well, right. I would so here's how
he's coming back. Yay. Okay.
Well, here's how I look at that, right? Is you saw Game of Thrones, right?
No.
You never. Okay, so Game of Thrones, the way that are you being facetious or are you like being real? Because
no, I've never watched Game of Thrones.
You are missing out.
I didn't. Well, because I didn't have HBO.
Oh, well, you got HBO Max now. You got 8 seasons to go through, and it's like you're going to be very happy.
But everybody, but I kind of feel like the Lost syndrome though, where it's like everybody says that the whole last season is horrible. So do I really want to invest myself in 8 seasons of something?
It's not. It's only like 6 episodes. It's not that bad. And they're like, it's trust me. If you pay attention to Daenerys' arc, what happens in the last season makes perfect sense. Really, it's just like people they just want to like. A lot of people who went after Game of Thrones the last season were, especially here on YouTube, were fueled by people like Nerdrotic and Geeks and Gamers who will both tout crapping on that show in that season is what propelled their sub growth as high as it did. If you go and you look at Geeks and Gamers Social Blade, you can literally look at the trajectory for massive sub growth during the Game of Thrones final season, and then also Captain Marvel a few months later, and then since then he's tapered the hell off. So it's like, no, you can, and they'll brag about it too. Game of Thrones is a good show. It ended not in the way I would have done it entirely. I don't mind it. It's a little bit of an FU ending because of one line of dialogue, really. But at the same time, it's worth the watch. RJ, have you seen Game of Thrones, right?
I've seen.
I don't think he was allowed to. I don't think he was allowed.
No, it's true. He wasn't actually. Yeah, when it came out in 2011, he would have been like what, like sperm in his daddy shorts. Like that's 11. What it would have been.
I think it would have been 11.
Yeah. You were too young for that. You can't handle incest back then.
Is that to insinuate that he can handle incest now?
Well, earlier on Max's stream, I asked him if
he posted a link.
I posted a link in the private chat, and I was all like, "Do you know what this website is?" It's called. I'll tell you guys what it is because there's a website. This is really true. It's called onlyincestporn.com, and it's like, what? It makes its way around Reddit all the time, so that's how I know about it.
Well, why is that a thing?
Because remember we've talked about this. Remember the biggest taboo right now in pornography is the like, what are you doing there, step bro? Like,
well, I know, yeah, I know that joke. Yeah, I mean, I know that joke.
No, but like this website is like, this is the thing is that's a lot of the content that's coming out.
Is like step sibling and like stepmom considered incest?
Well, I mean, like, yeah, I guess tangential, but yeah, like that's what they're going for in this case. You know, it's all weird. I don't like it, but it is.
I was gonna make a joke to Enosh. This is just a joke, but were your feelings of underwhelmed by the Loki finale just a bit of salt as a DC fan? Like, why can't you guys do this?
What? I'm sorry. I didn't catch the first part of what you said because I was looking at Fourth 1000's comment to me. It says Enosh, you could say penetrated her vagina. So I'm sorry. I was a little off there. So
no, I can't get monetized on this chat.
I was saying
penetrated her stepbrother vagina or her stepsister vagina. I guess
he penetrated her vagine. It was a consensual conquering.
Yeah. Now, what were you saying?
Although
I was making a joke. I said this is just a joke, but were some of your feelings of underwhelmed by the Loki finale? The fact that it's like, God darn it, why the heck can't DC do something like this?
No, dude. I think you were on the stream last night, and I was like, I'm really looking forward to this thing because I've loved every episode. I mean, there was the one episode that I felt was kind of like not as exciting as the rest, right? But I get that it was like building lore, and it was there was like a bunch of Easter eggs and stuff like that, so I was good with that. And I get like the stuff that happened, in the finale, but it just seemed like the execution was just kind of like a lot of.
Well,
just
okay.
Error. It's just error.
To go back to the Game of Thrones angle.
But they didn't really even explain it though very well who he was though.
I
knew who he was.
Well, there's a reason for that though. There's a reason because he's not that. He's not Kang.
That's Immortus.
That wasn't even really Immortus. That was more Nathaniel Richards. That's really who it is. It's not.
Well, no, Immortus is the guy at the end of time. I mean, they don't say who he is, but
see, you guys can't even figure out and like admit who it is. You guys just like name 3 names there and like, you know.
Well, because they're all the same person.
I know.
They're all the same person.
I'm just saying.
In the context of the show, what it was not meant to be Kang the Conqueror, because he said, I've been called Conqueror, but he's not actually a conqueror.
There are other variants of him.
There are other variants of him.
He's the worst one of them.
And so whoever Kang the Conqueror is, that's going to be the worst one, but that's who's coming. This guy was like doing the wrong thing for the right reason. He was trying to control things because he thought that's how he was protecting people, by taking away free will, essentially. And that's a very interesting argument. But to go back to your point, to tie it into Game of Thrones, because we do got to move on. Game of Thrones does a thing where they have the penultimate episode 9 of each season generally has the big thing. Right, that's like when the big battle, like the Battle of the Bastards in season 6, I believe, was like, that was massive. That was the penultimate episode, and so then they always have the major thing on the penultimate, and the ultimate is always like the wrap up, and then the setup for the next season. So you can, if anyone was to ask Michael Waldron, do you like Game of Thrones, he would probably tell you yeah, because he structured it very similar to that. So the episode on In the Void, episode 5, that was the big action set piece, setting it all up, and then they get to knock it down with this one. So, I mean, I think if you look at it from that perspective, it might make it a little less lackluster. I can see your point, because it was very stationary, right?
Yeah,
it was all conversation. But then again, as RJ and I said when we discussed the first episode, the conversations
are huge.
Yeah, like the conversation between Mobius and Loki in the first episode was like just amazing. And I just loved listening to these characters talk to one another. And that's one of the reasons why I really like it. And then also the birth of the multiverse, because now everything's on the table. Everything's on the table.
Yeah, it was like epic in a way, because like this episode changed everything going forward.
Yeah, and watch DC now is going to be like, how do we play catch up on this one? But before we dive into all that, I do want to get this one here from Zentech. $5 Australian. Thank you, man.
What's up, Zentech?
Yeah. He says, good day, folks. I was on Max's stream and someone mentioned Captain Carrot. Is this all BS? Sounds like that Arrowman rumor, which is more of a Kiwi accent.
Have you heard about
Australian.
this, Enosh? That they're doing a Captain Carrot movie?
I haven't heard.
No, I looked it up. I haven't
heard that they're doing a movie. We did a whole thing about Captain Carrot that I think Zentech was on, like he was in the chat at least. It was a few months ago, so I don't remember what.
Yeah, someone was in Max's chat saying they're making a Captain Carrot movie.
I don't know about a Captain Carrot movie, but I know we had to explain to our entire viewing audience who Captain Carrot was.
Oh my god! Sorry, there's
Captain Carrot, Zaggy.
There's a lot more super chats to get to, son of a bitch.
Yeah, we're still not caught up.
I am behind.
Basically, Matt doesn't want your money. He's frustrated.
No, we're having a conversation. We're having a good conversation. This is a great episode of the show, by the way. This is a good conversation. I love it. But I want to make sure everyone gets to that.
Gun, there's another super chat.
No, watch the first 15 minutes from last night, man. That's all I'll say. I mean that literally. Go watch the first 15 minutes from last night.
I've been there, man, where it's like you're trying to have a conversation, man. It's like, but I'm not going to turn that down. Okay. Yeah.
Oh no. Like I said, watch the first 15 minutes from last night. It was RJ knows what I'm talking about.
Yes, it was a super chat war.
It was a super chat war, and it was epic. Anyway, H Barth here says, thank you, sir. Says Matt, AJPW in 90s epic wrestling. I don't know what that is. What is AJPW? I'm not a wrestling nerd. I don't know. RJ, what is AJPW?
AJPW.
Is that like AJPW?
Oh, All Japan Pro Wrestling.
Oh.
See, I knew RJ would know.
Are you saying I should like sumo it up there, buddy? Is that what's going on? I should wear.
By the way, Matt. Did you know that this Saturday is H. Bart's 21st birthday?
I did not know that, and
really?
I'm very happy.
He told me.
Yeah,
I did not. Yeah.
Did you know? And did you know that Tiffany and I are making a trip to H. Bart's place
to make his family very awkward?
Very awkward with his family. But to have some fun and eat some brisket and some Mexican food. And
I'm kind of jealous. I love Mexican food. Is it like
look? I mean, like there is,
and we're being a stranger because I'm going to show up with Arby's when they have all this other good food.
Oh my god!
Just because he asked for it, and so
he's been repeatedly asking for me to bring him Arby's, and you're basically bringing him what he's been asking me for. So by proxy, you're already giving it through me.
I'm not giving it. So he's asked me as well.
Enjoy your RBQ.
Because I think he was trying to see who loves him more. And I'm just saying, H Barts, he doesn't even know what All Japan Pro Wrestling is.
That is.
We got your back, H Barts. Who's got a Hall of Fame section for you?
Oh, that sounds like I'm just gonna in memoriam. I know because this is the thing. Hold on, H Barts. Let me just hold on. He said in memoriam and a memorial twice in that stream, which is indicating that you're dead, and now he's coming to your house. I'm just saying, run.
Enosh is the Grim Reaper.
We're already trying to figure out how we explain to him that it's like, hey. So I'm a guy that your son watches on the internet.
Yeah. He's giving me a lot of money.
No, we're not bringing that up. We're not touching that subject. We're just going to say that I'm a guy. I'm a guy twice his age that he watches on the internet late at night.
That is, oh yeah, wow, no. I would never want to have that conversation with somebody. It's like I always feel weird when someone comes up to me on the street and they're like, "Hey, are you Matt Jarbo?" And I'm like, "Yeah," and like I watch you on YouTube. I'm like, "Thank you."
That's so how I felt over the weekend.
Here's something weird. Like I've had this happen a couple of times now. Like I ran into somebody with a Poindexter Lounge T-shirt a few weeks ago, and then Isaac, my oldest son, brought home his new friend Navia. Her dad watches the Poindexter Lounge. Yeah, it's like, what a small world. Like, she's like, because like they're talking and she's like, yeah, I was over there, like she was talking about our family and stuff. And he's like, I guess he was like, wait, hold on. Like from the Poindexter Lounge? And it's like, yeah, they've got the YouTube channel and stuff. And yeah, so it's kind of funny.
Yeah, that's how I felt over the weekend at the Crayola event. People would come up to me like, hey, are you Saggy Melons from YouTube? And I'm just like, yeah. I'm like,
you got to be careful how you sound there or say that, right?
Yeah.
Hey, are you Saggy Melons? I've been to your website.
We were talking about that last night on the stream before Loki.
Don't Google it.
Like Google Saggy Melons.
No, don't Google it. No, don't Enosh. Don't Google it, please. Your eyes. Your eyes.
Yeah. Google it while I answer this. No. I answered this super chat from William saying, "Time to pull out my Jarbo Wrongometer." I haven't been on yet.
Am I doing image search or am I just
image search? God. Yeah,
Melons large. With an S, right? With an S.
Yep.
No Z,
I hope you have holy water nearby because you're gonna need to douse yourself with it.
Let's see. Enosh, yeah. Hold on. Let's get him a solo layout. This is the first time Enosh is looking at pornography on my stream.
We need to see it.
I wasn't prepared. Enosh. I wasn't prepared for what that was going to bring.
H Barts, this is the man who's coming to your home, by the way. Just ask him.
Yep, there's some head
H Barts has probably already searched the thing up himself, so
probably.
I didn't think that was
William here. William here.
I didn't think that was humanly possible.
It says here, Enosh never watched Game of Thrones. I know, right? You gotta watch it. Anyway,
I feel like I'm watching Game of Thrones right now.
Probably. A little bit. Yeah. Let's see. H Barts here says Kang the Simp is a variant. He is a variant, but then who is he a simp for? Is he a simp for Sylvie? And her.
I like Sylvie.
I love Sylvie. Great character. This is fantastic representation of the character in my mind.
You know what's funny, Matt Jarbo?
He has a picture just ready to pull out, by the way.
I know, right? Jarbo, I watched the last episode of Loki, and that was the only episode I ever watched.
You were telling me that, yeah. I was, because her and I were talking before I went to go watch Loki last night. And which is really funny because I was delayed by a few minutes and RJ was still 20 minutes late to the stream.
Because I had a commitment for Enosh.
You're like, it's the season finale of Loki. It's going to be huge. Like, I'll be there 30 minutes late.
Enosh is my boy. Enosh is my boy.
I get it. That was pretty good.
I was bored and I was awake and I was looking for something to do and somebody was doing a watch party and I was like, okay, I want to join this because I have nothing else to do. So I watched the final episode and I'm kind of glad I watched the watch party because they had commentary like they were talking about. So I kind of picked up on like somewhat of like the storyline and then I looked it up as well. So I kind of knew what was going on when I was watching it, even though I was somewhat confused in the beginning. But I liked it, and I'm sitting there like, I got to go back and watch this now because I thought it was a good finale. Considering I only watched the finale, it was like one of those moments where you're watching, like, why haven't I been watching this show?
Well, it's kind of like when I saw Black Widow, I saw the twist before going in to see it in theaters because it was spoiled for me on Twitter. And as I was watching the movie, I remembered the twist and then I figured it out. I wasn't mad. I was like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Like, you know, sometimes you just kind of figure it out even if you get spoiled. Most of the time, spoiling doesn't actually ruin it for anyone. Certain things, I would argue, yeah, like Luke Skywalker in season 2 of Mando. Like, that is, if that would have been spoiled, it would have, I don't know.
I would have been pissed.
I would have been pissed. Although I will say this, though, Cad Bane coming back in Bad Batch, my jaw did hit the floor on that one.
Yeah, I wouldn't know what it's like to be spoiled for Luke Skywalker in the Mandalorian.
Oh yeah, you did have that spoiled. Nicotina did that accidentally.
No way.
He did. Yeah, he posted it as a title to his video and then scheduled the stream.
You don't know about that, dude?
No, I never knew about that.
Spoiled both major things for season 2 for me because he spoiled Grand Admiral Thrawn, the name drop of that, because he put on there the return of Grand Admiral Thrawn in one of his thumbnails, and I gave him a hard time about it. And then so the season finale comes, and of course he does his watch party at 3 a.m. and I had to wait till 8 p.m. the next night when we were doing our watch party. And so I'm like, I had to go to a doctor's appointment or whatever that morning. He calls me at 9 a.m. and he's like, Enosh, whatever you do not go on social media today. I don't want you to be spoiled. I feel really bad about the Grand Admiral Thrawn thing. He's like, just don't go on social media. You're going to want to watch this. You're going to want to see it for what it is. I'm like, okay, man, no problem. It's like 3 hours later, I'm making lunch in my kitchen, did not go on Twitter, didn't go on anything. And all of a sudden this notification pops up for his channel where he has scheduled a video for Saturday, the next day, where it's like, Luke Skywalker is back. And I'm like,
not again.
Are you kidding? So I called him. I called him right then. And he answered the phone. He's like, yeah, Nash, what's up? And I'm like, do you know what happens when you have a friend who has a YouTube channel and they schedule a video and you have notifications turned on? And there was silence. And then he goes, no, Inash, don't worry about it. That's not what that is. That's not what that is, man. I swear to. And I'm like, dude, just don't. And so, yeah. So when I finally saw, I told him, I said, I'm not mad at you. I said, but when I finally saw it, it like totally took away all the
hype. Yeah.
All the hype.
Apparently, like Mikey Sutton was telling me that he knew about it, but he didn't want to spoil it for anybody. So I'm like, yeah, that's something like I cried.
We all knew about it. I would have reported it too.
I would not have reported if that would have spoiled for me. That's too big of something to, and like, yeah, Nicotina, he made a mistake on that, but that was
I know. I love Andre.
But it's funny. There's like a movie journalist today who was complaining about how he's like, oh, I finally get to watch Loki after every frame of the episode was on my Twitter feed all day today. Because some people have to just be first out the gate to get that social media cred. And I'm like, for one, no, F you, because that shit gets broken by like people. It's like when they used to air like Game of Thrones would air on the East Coast at 9 p.m., and then the West Coast at 9 p.m. So you'd be on Twitter at 9 p.m. and all the spoilers would be coming out. Like, it's like, don't be on Twitter for 3 hours. So it's like back then, but then they change it to where it simultaneously releases and everyone can watch it, which is the better option in my opinion. And I just told this guy, I'm like, you could just like turn off the app, or like just look at like just tweet, but don't respond to anything all day. Like, what are you doing? And also never check the trending topics because that's going to be all spoiled. Hold on here. So we got another $5 from H Barts here. Thank you, man. It says people who hate Game of Thrones are people who believed in their theories too much and were mad it did not go their way. I absolutely agree.
Sounds like Star Wars.
Oh, I absolutely agree.
Yeah, we wouldn't know what that's like, would we? No.
What's Star Wars?
That doesn't surprise me coming out of Saggy. The thing is, she's not kidding.
I know.
I've seen Star Wars. I'm just not a huge fan of Star Wars.
I think I need to clip that for some reason.
That
wouldn't surprise me coming out of Saggy.
Hi everybody, my name is Saggy Melons. I've seen Star Wars. I'm not a big fan of Star Wars. Have you ever seen my videos on Star Wars? They're just kind of there.
What am I, freaking Harley Quinn, dude?
I don't know. Where are you from again? You're from. I can't do a Boston accent very well. Boston.
So
it's like I love the way Saggy says Star Wars is Star Wars. Star Wars.
I want to go to I want to go to Dunkin's and get a crawler.
A crawler.
A crawler. We were doing this last night. We were trying to do different accents. Like Saggy and I were doing like a Russian accent for a while.
Yes,
it was yes.
Why are you misappropriating other people's? I
did sound like Korg.
In Soviet Russia, I slap you.
All right. Soviet Russia. Here, Real Elmo Cinema here says only Elmo the Conqueror should exist. Well, here's the thing, Elmo. Here's the thing. You're in a position right now to become the conqueror and become the true owner of $3 Theater. You are in that position with HWAD. You guys are in a constant battle.
Oh my God, William, let's just talk about.
I know HWAD owns most of the Poindexter Lounge. There's still some shares left, I think, though.
There was I think there was another
surprising.
I was gonna say, William, I'm with you. I was up all about Game of Thrones until like the last season's episodes. They were so rushed. They had so many unanswered questions that they just didn't solve. And the ending was just the biggest F you to fans. It was very disappointing.
The ending, blame George R.R. Martin for that, by the way. And this is the thing. George sat there and he's like thrown Dan and Dave under the bus. He's thrown the show under the bus. He's like wiping his hands clean of it. And he was like, my ending will be different. Like, bitch, this was your ending. Because they went to you and they were like, tell us what's going to happen. And then he didn't like the backlash. So he's changing the ending of the books in order to not be what his original ending was. He's basically trying to Snyder cut Game of Thrones.
With the books,
he's the villain.
Right, because I was gonna say, didn't they already talk about how the people who made the show already knew everything about how it was supposed to end? So,
I'm sorry. No, I just saw the private chat and saw what RJ's last comment was, and reading that from RJ just made me like really kind of lose it. I'm sorry. I was like, oh, hey, there's like 3 comments back there. I think I'll just go randomly check. Oh.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know what's going on with Andrew and fart fetishes. Like,
I don't know,
guys...
but to hear him talking about fart fetishing, like,
there's just some weird stuff going on in the chat.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know if that's like RJ's personal thing.
RJ,
he's been like farts.
No. Andrew's been a little. He's been a little spicy. He's been a little spicy on there. But although HWAD did give another super chat here, Misa Kawada Kobashi in Abd Tua. Great night. I don't know who the hell those people are. I'm sorry.
Hold on, I gotta yell at somebody. Can I yell at somebody, please, in your chat? Can I? Can
it depends on who it is. If
Adam Burke.
Andrew Casale.
I like Adam. Adam's a good guy.
Adam, stop being mean to the lovely lady. If she wants to flirt, let the woman flirt. I flirt all the time. You do not tell a lovely lady that she has no right to flirt with whoever
the
she
lovely
wants,
lady told Andrew Casale that I bet you smell farts directly from Tobey Maguire's smelly boxers. So
okay, Emily, that's not nice. That is not flirtatious. That's actually very mean.
Max is still awake. What the fuck? Somebody called me Gene from Bob's Burgers. I'm pissed. You look a little bit like Gene. You do, Max. You do. Put glasses on, Gene. A little bit. Love you, but you do. I look like a fat Kevin Smith. All right, I get that. Anyway, there was
wait, hold on.
I smell like farts a thing.
So are those spider farts?
Yes.
Is smelling farts a thing? Is that like a fetish?
Yes.
Some people like
people like farts, man. People like farts. If they're not if they're not asking for it, people are forcing people to smell their farts. You know.
So real quick,
was from
I know I lost a few. I lost. Well, I do want to get to these real quick because like there is stuff getting like I got a
great fart in the face story on Tiffany that I can tell you here in a second.
Okay. A little weird. Okay, fine. Real quick here, Mr. Nobot did become a channel member during the stream. I just didn't get the notification. I'm very sorry for that. Thank you, Mr. Nobot. Very much appreciative. And then we've got, I believe also, Melissa Lord. I missed this one. I'm so sorry. She says, $5 here. I want a Keaton Batman Beyond movie and a Batfleck Dark Knight Returns, but instead we got Flash Keaton. DC has no continuity, but people want these. Thoughts? No, we all want a lot. from DC, and they're kind of promising us that with this multiverse thing, but we haven't really seen any movement forward on it, and who knows what's going to happen.
New member.
So I do appreciate that, Melissa. I'm so sorry I missed it. It's, we get talking and sometimes the chat goes by. Oh, William is a new member.
Hey,
William's a new member. Thank you very much. All right.
I would become a member, but there's no notification on mobile.
I don't have drops. What do I have on here?
I'm gonna make you some new member drops.
What do I have? Hold on.
If you believe Doomcock's rumors, that's great. I don't.
There we go. That's one. I got the full clip of that one.
Suck it, Warner Brothers. Suck it. Wow. His words, not mine. But yeah, suck it, Warner Brothers.
That's what I've kept on there.
If you think Matt Jarbo's got great clips for people who become members or super chats, that's great. I don't.
That's perfectly fine because I don't.
Listen, Adam and Emily,
don't.
I'm gonna need you two to get together. You two need to just bang it out.
Why are we talking about Andrew and farts? I don't understand what's going on.
Thank you, Melissa. I appreciate your comment. I do.
I don't know about Emily's fart. Well, she's pretty.
So don't harass my guests.
I said a compliment is harassment now.
Max is asking a great question though. Does Enosh like Maya Rudolph?
Is she snack-worthy?
Snack-worthy.
We're not going down that path again. That was okay.
No.
Are you a fan of Maya Rudolph, Enosh?
I like Maya Rudolph. I like her comedy. I don't know that I'm like
Saggy's here, so let's have this.
We're not doing this. We're not.
I'm not physically attracted to Maya Rudolph.
Saggy, this is why I told you not to get on the stream.
Damn, Enosh.
I wasn't gonna bring it up until Max said something. You can totally.
She's hilarious.
Saggy, you need to leave now.
Her Beyonce is absolutely hilarious.
Run away.
Her Kamala Harris is fantastic.
Her Kamala Harris is pretty funny.
Can you let Enosh in on this? Because clearly he's like just doesn't know.
What
do we do?
Okay. So I don't have the thing, and I'd have to go back.
So can I ask Max? Max asked me a question. Hey Max, do you have a little Peter?
Saggy says he's pretty tall. It's like she said he's a tall guy.
Did
you see how big his feet were?
I wasn't talking about his physical features.
I did.
I was just asking him if he had a little Peter.
Oh, Saggy was hitting on Wayne T. Carr. That doesn't surprise me.
Saggy hits on everybody who comes into my stream.
Wayne T. Carr, you just said his baby.
No. Pause. First of all, I didn't hit on him. William was like, no, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You started hitting on. We've got the video proof. You started hitting on him. You found out he was married.
I did not.
Found out he was married.
What happened?
Found out he was married and having a kid, and then you switched immediately to Ray Fisher, who you found out was single.
Sir, that's not what happened. What happened was we were talking, and then William said, "Hey, Saggy, I'm surprised you haven't hit on Wayne yet." And we all were like,
"What's happening right now is lies."
Okay, you get the footage. I want to see this footage, sir. You get it right now.
All right.
I don't care.
We'll trade footage.
Well, hold on. So you say you're not hitting on Wayne T. Carr?
I didn't. William made it awkward. He brought it up.
Oh, okay. But do you find Wayne T. Carr attractive?
Well, yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Okay.
She's literally hit on every guy in my stream that's new. That when she comes in, if she has not seen them yet,
she's a friendly person, Enosh.
No, but
friendly.
She hugs you with her mouth.
That's how. I was almost going to say that's how I met her. Did you eat the meat? Is that what it was? Wow.
I don't even want you to tell the Maya Rudolph story anymore.
Oh no, but RJ, you went and you found the clip. I was going to move on. I was going to move on from this, dude. You found. Oh, buddy, I was gonna move on from this.
It's fine.
All right, okay, fine. Here we're gonna have this out. We're gonna have to do this now because of RJ. But let me.
All right.
It's gonna be a
get
thing.
It over with.
Just get it over with. That's what she said. That's the name of your sex tape. It's probably also the name of my sex tape.
Max, stop.
No. RJ's the name of RJ's sex tape is.
Oh no, he did find it.
RJ sent it to me. RJ sent this to me. I
It's
want
not
that
hard to
abundantly
find. You
clear.
can find it in 2 seconds.
I was not going to look it up. That's the whole point. I was going to move on from this, but you want us to go down this pathway because Max had to do it. Max had to do it. All right. So this is Saggy responding to Review Tech USA.
And I made a joke that she looked like Maya Rudolph.
So we're going to play a little bit of her video just to give people the context of what she looks like.
No. I don't give a crap about your mean words and hurting people's fifis. My issue is, for a fact.
Okay, so we're not going to watch the whole thing. It's 30 seconds, but
she doesn't look like Maya Rudolph. You're much more attractive than Maya Rudolph.
No, it wasn't an insult. It wasn't an insult.
It's not an insult. No, it's not an insult at all. But like, no, Saggy does look nice in this video. I recognize that when I was like, oh yeah, no, the hair looks good. She looks good.
Very attractive.
So
I like the hair.
So
I like the hair. I like the hair.
She got her hair did. That's fantastic. It's
I like that when you do that right there, when you went out there and straightened your hair.
Before we read this, I just want to clarify. Saggy has said way worse things to other people, including me.
But we're not talking
friends.
about what Saggy has done. We're talking about you, RJ, and like how you frame this. So RJ
did
comes
RJ's
back.
true feelings for her come out?
RJ comes back and he just says, "This is completely irrelevant to the topic."
It was a joke.
But why the? Hold on.
Shh,
let me finish. That's also the name of my sex tape. It's like, but why the fuck do you looking like a snack right now? Maya Rudolph vibes right now. LFMA. Oh, now a couple things with this. One, why is snack capitalized with 3 Ks? That's, you know what?
Whoa!
That's a conversation to have. Okay, RJ, that's a conversation to have. You said you live in the Bible Belt. I'm kind of curious, but anyway. And then it's like the Maya Rudolph vibes. Just like, I don't know if that's meant to be. I know you were joking, but it came across like I can't tell if like that's your fetish. You know what I mean? Like you're like, yeah, middle-aged black woman. Oh, baby, and that's good. That's fine.
I don't even look middle-aged.
You're not middle-aged though, but it's like he's sitting there saying you look kind of middle-aged, so that's why it could be a little bit of a dig.
Hold on. Is Maya Rudolph black?
I don't actually know her ethnicity. Hold on, I'll look it up.
Yeah. Wow,
RJ.
So then
can I read it how I hear it in my head?
Yeah, read it how you
She's born where she is African American.
This is completely irrelevant to the topic, but why the F you looking like a snack right now? Maya Rudolph vibes right now. LMFA. Oh.
What are you, Christian Bale's Batman, dude?
Right now.
Why I hate Christian Bale's Batman?
I just want to clarify.
Were you trying to sing Billy Joel? But why the F you looking like a snack? You
ought to know
right now.
So
Maya
that was
Rudolph vibes I'm getting.
So that was what I saw, and like literally, this is my immediate response was just this GIF right here.
And it kind of looks like RJ. I'm getting RJ vibes right there.
And then this is how he responded. Like,
yeah, it's a joke.
That's not jokey,
joke?
And that's not.
Anthony Mackie's face is a meme. It's a meme.
Anthony Mackie.
Yeah, that picture's a meme. Yeah.
A meme of what?
Can I ask a question? So, am I a snack or not? I'm confused.
You're a snack.
Oh, I'm a snack.
Now, to be fair, Matt was the one who made the 3Ks thing a big deal. I wasn't thinking about that in my head.
Hey,
no, I know. Look,
you know what, you're such a snack. I'm going to need a baggie to go.
What is it, time bag? What are you getting? Weed? Are you a drug dealer? Oh my god! Are you not just a drug dealer?
No, I put toy weapons and guns and stuff like that that's loose, like in Ziploc bags.
Oh, you know what though? You know what the thing is though?
That's what the strand is. Toy weapons. Yeah.
You know what the thing is though with this? Matt is the one who's joked about this and kept keeps bringing it up. Saggy's never commented on this.
Saggy has
never commented on this. Or brought it up again.
I brought it up earlier tonight as a gag, and then I let it go, and then Max brought it up, and then you still on both streams, you're the one who went and found the tweet. I don't know what you're doing. He's snorting a line. Yeah, because I have that there.
Is no one gonna actually though answer the question? Does that mean I'm not a snack because I look like Maya Rudolph?
That's for RJ to answer.
I don't think you look like Maya Rudolph there, but
it was just a vibe. It was a vibe.
We just found RJ's type though.
Okay.
Well,
for the record, I used to get, when I was much younger, I looked like an identical twin to Raven Simone. Obviously, I grew up and look a little bit different, but we did look alike for a long time.
I can see the Raven Simone
I was
thing.
thinking, I think in my head I was thinking the Kamala Harris stuff from SNL. I don't know why. It's just like the first thing that came into my head.
So what you're saying is you're sexually attracted to the Vice President of the United States?
Wait, you're not?
I can see that.
Oh no! Heck no! Heck no! I'm not.
Freaking
there's
strong, authoritative woman. I mean,
no, loud, obnoxious woman. No.
I mean, everyone has the capacity to be loud and obnoxious.
Yeah, no. If I was excited at one point, as soon as I hear that, I'm like,
where's the mute button?
Anyway, I know right here.
And then I remember what makes me a hero, and I go someplace else and I find Tiffany, and then
there you go. Heroes do that unless you have an image of Batman doing it, then Warner Brothers says no. All right, let's see.
Do you want to hear about the time I farted in Tiffany's face? Or do you got more super chats?
I have more super chats actually.
Okay.
And then we'll talk about that. And then I need to get to the other things that are actually on the freaking thumbball for this video. Which
we're 2 hours in.
2 hours in. About them. And I haven't talked about any of that stuff.
Oh, you're running a Poindexter Lounge stream.
Yeah. Why? Yeah, I guess so. That is true. Anyway, Real Elmo.
Max says that Kamala Harris is a snack.
All right then. Now we know Max's kink. Anyway, Real Elmo Sunrise does say here, I promise you, Matt, there will be another super chat war. I'm here for it. So
you forgot to put it at Poindexter Lounge.
No, you didn't. No, yeah. Anyway, Shiny here, it says Maya is hot IMO. Yeah, Maya is hot. I've always thought Maya is attractive.
I think she's beautiful.
I mean, that's the thing is they say if a person can make you laugh. No, I don't think you look like her either. I think RJ was mixing up.
It was a vibe. It was a
vibe. Oh, the vibe. But what vibe though? Like what performance? You said Kamala Harris. That was that. So your performance was, or your take from that was her performance as Kamala is the vibe you got when Saggy was laying the smack down to review tech, calling him out, setting him straight.
Yes.
So the strong, authoritative black woman gets you going.
I gotta say something. I'm watching the rest of that Saggy video right now, and I mean Saggy Melons. Well, I mean our Saggy Melons, not the Saggy Melons that you guys were trying to show me earlier. And I'm getting some pretty strong vibes from Saggy. Like I'm kind of liking her, like that right there. You didn't show the whole video. I'm like, she's getting into it, man. I'm like, yeah.
Well, it was 30 seconds, and I want to keep the show moving, and
I'm a thug.
You didn't even drop a hard R in that. You're whatever. So
I'm a thug.
Anyway,
I'm gonna finish this or finish to it. I don't know.
No, good finish.
What?
No.
I guess Enosh is a type now too.
Clip it.
Oh wow!
What?
No.
Oh wow!
What? Who said that?
So weird. He just said he's watching the rest of my.
This is gonna be up.
He's gonna watch the rest of my video, and he's like, "I'm gonna finish this."
Oh, Enosh caught in 4K.
All of a sudden, all Saggy Melon's videos, like she's noticing the watches go way up. Like, man, everybody's watching my video. No,
my God, that's funny.
I didn't repeat on every device in my house.
That's
holy crap.
Alexa, let him finish. Anyway, let me
Alexa, let him finish.
I'll have to get my Alexa set up and see if I can program that in there. Real quick here, Rel here, $5. Thank you, man. Says, do spider farts consist of web shooting?
Yeah.
I guess so. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
technically, webs come out of the spider's butt.
That is true. Yeah, that is true. I don't know I mean, that must be one long ass fart.
No, it's a spider fart.
It's a spider fart. Okay. Max here did say, I'm laughing my ass off in bed, and then my cat attacked me. So there you go, RJ. You get a little bit of vindication. Thank Momo for getting at Max.
Don't think Momo.
And let's see here. William says, the stream has definitely gone down the Poindexter Lounge Road. I don't know if I agree about that.
You're welcome.
I stream pretty much every night. It goes down this road a lot.
You missed the super chat.
I did. Where did I miss? Oh,
there
we
go.
Sorry, H Barts, man.
Super chat too.
H Barts and Elmo, you missed.
Oh, and Elmo. I thought I got the Elmo one. I got the Elmo one.
H Barts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Elmo also put a simp for Saggy earlier. God damn it. All right.
I'm not looking forward to having.
Oh, that was a super sticker. I think that was a super sticker that he put. I see it, but I'm not able to like. Yeah. Hashtag simp for Saggy. So there you go. You got yourself a fan, Saggy. Thank you, by the way, H Barts. Appreciate that.
Thank you, H Barts.
Max here says, tell Elmo and H Barts I have a channel, please. You were tired. Shut up.
Yeah, you did. Give me some of your subs. I'm 50 away. Max. Give me some of your subs.
Hey, Saggy.
Yes.
I'm 50 away as well.
From what, finishing?
What?
T-minus 50. 49.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, no.
This is
strokes.
This just turned into evidence at a Me Too trial. I swear to God.
Saggy, I literally told you don't come here.
Whoa, hey now, what?
I come where I want.
I almost did a spit take on that.
Well,
I almost did a literal. I was literally taking a drink of water and I caught it last second. I almost just spewed water all over my microphone. What the hell? Out of print. I agree with you. This is an absolute cringe stream. But if you guys are enjoying this, the 58 of you that are still here, feel free to leave a like and subscribe to my guests because clearly they're as demented as me. So that's fantastic.
Look, we've got donuts that need to be frosted,
glazed and confused.
Oh my
yes,
God.
we got.
What is wrong?
I'm kind of in the
y'all?
mood for a glazed donut right now. Actually,
I'm sure you freaking are. What is that for? What is the countdown for? What are you counting down? For what though? What are you counting down?
It's a countdown to the leak.
The what?
The leak.
Wait,
all right.
what?
Yeah, it's going to be a leak.
Are you taking a leak? I'm confused.
No.
I don't
know. Are you into that? What are you into?
I don't want to say what I'm into because this is getting.
Man.
Ooh, I don't want to.
Let's demonetize Trevor. Yeah, might as well.
Private stream. Oh, alarm went off.
Okay, what was it for?
William says here, please don't show what happens at the end of the countdown.
That was for you, Saggy.
What was
So
that?
was that a metaphor for you finishing, or did we only saw one of your hands? So that's the issue there. Geek, I don't know what you walked into, man. I don't even know what's going on anymore.
Looks a little glossy there, buddy.
We're 2 hours in the show. We have not talked about any of the big topics.
Well, because it was going to be like about the review scores, and then Max came on and was like, "Hey, let's talk about Snyder Cut." I'm like, all right.
Yeah, because all the James Gunn attacks.
Yeah, which I totally get. Okay. Here's the thing, guys. Adam, Emily, separate corners, people. I don't know what's going on, but let's chill out.
Listen, I've been watching this. It's like a soap opera. So apparently, Adam caught Emily, being sexual to Andrew with farts, and then they went back and forth, and then Emily slapped Adam, and then Adam said, "Oh no, you didn't," and then this guy Mike came in and was like, "Adam, you and SJW, how dare you get smacked by a chica?" And then Emily got silent, and then Adam was still going, and then Emily's still silent, and then she went and said, "Mi amor, yes, I slap him in the face," and then now here we are. This is just the first act, so we're getting to Act 2.
Can we point out? Yeah. Like Mike's got a picture of me crying. That's me legitimately crying, by the way. When I got my silver play button back 5 years ago.
Cry, but it's
I
cute.
do have an ugly cry. It's very snotty.
Oh yeah, Dark Beast is. That Beastars dropped, right? Season 2.
Oh God.
Yeah, Dark Beast has been asking many times when you're going to finally watch it.
Okay, so season 2 dropped. I was gonna try to wrap this up at midnight so I could go watch Gunpowder Milkshake.
Cool.
I wanted to watch that because
that come out today.
Yeah, it came out yesterday. Oh no, it came out today. Yeah, and it's playing. Here's the thing: they're showing it nightly at the New Beverly Cinema in L.A., right off of Brea, at La Brea, and it's like I've been there multiple times. It's a Tarantino-owned theater. It's an amazing little theater, and I'm like so jealous. I follow him on Twitter, and like Karen Gillan was there tonight, and so she was promoting the movie, and it's like a little like 150 seater auditorium, old, it's so awesome. I love that little place.
It's just where did you get those? I want those. I
got these in Vegas.
Oh, can you program those?
Zach,
yeah.
Oh my god,
Snyder Cut.
Oh my god. Kal-El, no. Yeah, I agree. I don't have that drop on here anymore. Hold on. Lord Slug here says, "Don't watch that shit, Matt. It will furry pill you. It will take a lot to furry pill me."
Listen,
right?
It's not. Beastars isn't that bad. It's just a few scenes that I could have lived without seeing, but like I undered like when
it's telling a story. It's a metaphor.
Right. If you don't think
I got a metaphor for
characters, no, don't. If you don't think of these characters as animals, you're fine. If you just take out the fact that they're animals, you're good.
If I don't think of these characters as animals, I'm fine. That is such a weird way of looking at it.
It's
if
a bunny tries to go down on a wolf. That's like
I know. I saw that clip.
Exactly. So
yeah. Like and that was
what is he, a deer? RJ, what is that? Is he a deer?
The main character's a wolf.
No, the thing that she's the guy that she was dating and sleeping.
Oh
with.
yeah, he's a deer. He's a buck.
Yeah, he's a buck.
Okay.
He's a buck who likes to.
What the?
Hey now.
What in the hell?
What happened?
I don't know. Okay. So
what was that noise?
He's
rewatching my video on
Everyone's talking about like Beastars in this stuff. I don't know what's going on.
Beastars watch party, and then Josh and Saggy will be there watching.
Maybe tomorrow night.
What the heck is Beastars?
It's an anime.
It's an anime. It's Netflix anime. It's
based on a manga.
Are you Googling it?
Yeah, I'm looking up the trailer.
Don't show the trailer.
I don't want to look at the official dub.
I'm going back to Saggy's video.
Hold on here.
Ooh, she just called somebody full of S word.
I call everyone what?
Full of S word. I have a clip of you saying that word. You can't act like you don't say it now.
He doesn't say it often. I've heard.
No,
it.
he said I have the clip. I clipped it where he says when RJ's on the stream and he says something silly, I'll be like, play Enoch saying bullshit.
Yeah, you said that, Enoch. You said that.
Okay.
Is it the name of a TV show you were trying to talk about?
All right, real quick here. HWAD's here. This is what happens opening up the multiverse. Yeah, it's true. It's very true. Lord Slugger says, after one season of Beastars, Jarbo might want to start yipping with some rabbits. No. But I guess this is the trailer. It's only 30 seconds, so Enoch should last.
Season 2 or the first one?
This is the first trailer.
I don't know. I've been watching Saggy on repeat, so I don't know if I'll last that long.
Your Honor, this his words, Your Honor. All right.
Saggy, are you gonna sue me?
That was the moment I discovered.
Can you guys hear it?
The small rabbit and my instincts.
Why don't you take responsibility for your own strength?
Coexistence? What a joke.
I'm just so frustrated at myself.
Carnivores are all the same in nature. I'm tired of running.
You should just take me. I don't care anymore.
She wasn't referring to
shortest trailer ever.
That was yeah. Well, I mean, I don't want to get too much copyright strikes on this thing.
No, Netflix is usually good at taking down the claims.
Yeah, they're pretty okay. Warner Brothers, on the other hand, not so much.
Yeah, no.
But that last line there, that bunny goes.
I agree with William. That is creepy.
That's creepy.
Well, no.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. So the reason why they use animals, it's about racial divide in their species.
Yeah, classism and stuff.
Yeah. So it's like an
totally got
erotic
that from that.
Yeah.
Because
it's
it's predators versus prey. So you have the predator animals, which are like wolves, lions, anything that eats other animals for sustenance, versus like the herbivore.
So is Batman
animal.
a predator? He eats other animals.
Well, he eats kitties, we know.
Mm-hmm.
This is like one of those Vegas furry conventions.
So what you're saying is I should just watch Zootopia.
No, because this is more of an adult version of. It's not really Zootopia though. There's like a murder mystery to it as well.
I mean, there's a murder.
Rule 34. I'm sure you can find Zootopia somewhere.
Oh my god, no,
Okay.
but that meme for Rule 34 is like that meme is fantastic.
Okay, Jarbo, I'm going to tell you. So it starts off with, these animals are in high school trying to like figure out their place in the world. But then you have predators, like they have peace, right? So the predators in the animals that they eat, they have peace. But a predator was going around and just eating other animals, and that was like the huge thing, which made a lot of the other animals feel like
there's a murder at the school.
Right. So there's a murder at the school because somebody started eating the other classmates. So now they're all
it's like a llama or something gets eaten.
Yeah, it's actually a good story. It's just
it's about racism, classism, sexuality and stuff. It dives into like a lot of adult.
So does anyone like use triple K's on their word in Beastars?
What?
I just want
Hans, Hans, the scary thing is I feel like if we looked up Rule 34 $3 theater, there might actually
There
actually is.
You can look up Rule 34 Matt Jarbo and you will find some stuff.
Where?
No.
Yes.
I'm gonna look that up now.
Yeah.
Is it on the hub? Is it on the hub?
What is the hub?
The P hub.
It's on. No, it's not. No. There's no like deep fake stuff on there, but you can find some in the. I think DeviantArt has some and whatever. Also, Anthony Grigsby here. $5.99 Australian super sticker. Thank you. Yeah, I'm here for the comment section. Hopefully the comment section is interesting. Tonight has been kind of fascinating.
Well, good news, since we're talking about the review scores. Apparently, Rotten Tomatoes is finally back up.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Oh, we can all rest easy now.
God. Oh my
What are you
God.
seeing? Because I'm not seeing anything.
I'm gonna link in the private chat. But the first thing that pops up when you Google it is if it exists, there's a porn for it, and it links to some very questionable pictures. Hold on, I got you, Enosh. I got you.
Did you look up Matt Jarbo or?
No, it's Mundane Matt. It's Mundane Matt.
Oh, Mundane Matt.
Oh yeah. So by the way, the first one there, that's Review Tech USA.
Yeah, I figured
the one with me from behind plowing him. That's Review Tech USA. Yeah.
These are actually very good pictures.
I don't want to look.
So the Yoko Ono on there is actually Mr. Medicare's girlfriend, Jade. She drew that one. And then you've got the other one there, and this one is probably like the most appropriate in essence because there's no nudity. But like
I'm kind of disappointed. I'm kind of disappointed because my Google is not coming up with anything there.
Oh, it's
so
oh no.
So this is like one of them that's been drawn of me.
Hold on, wait a second.
It's on the screen. Look on the screen. And so this is one of the ones that's been drawn of me.
You look majestic.
Where's the plunger?
There's no plunger yet. This is far before the plunger.
William's saying we should look up Jarbo and the plunger.
I don't know what's been drawn about that, but anyway, I mean, like for one, like my upper body is not that big, and my thighs are definitely not that big, and I don't like to wear socks, so it's super.
But you've saved a copy of this, right?
This one,
my eyes are burning
because did you see the? But RJ, did you see the next one?
No, I'm not looking. I'm not looking anywhere.
I'm not gonna.
I can't show you guys the next one because that actually has the people. But what I can do is I can screen cap the top part of it that does not have the PP.
Wait, hold on a second. Wait, what's that?
I just want to point out that Matt Jarbo thick AF. Just saying.
Well, like it was really warm that day.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hold on, Matt. That's not you behind him. That's him behind you.
No, that's me behind him. That's my old logo.
Got the cucumber in his mouth.
Yeah, Rich has the cucumber in his mouth. Yeah. Yeah. So hold on. This is the other one here. This is what like I can show you. Because my other hand is holding something else.
Why did it automatically pull up a link to Chatterbait? Like,
ooh, I don't know. I've never been on Chatterbait. I have no idea.
Now I'm scared. Like I went to that website to see this picture of
who's
your old
drawing
logo.
all this.
I don't know.
I love it.
Honest to God, I do not know at this point.
Contact them and see if they could draw me like that with my saggy melons.
I don't. The thing is, like, look. People have actually made like animated films about me. Like, there's one guy. Well, not about me specifically. One guy did a whole series that was kind of like.
They really do like to draw you bigger than you really are.
Yeah. Yeah, in more ways than one, because like I mean, like I'm not worried about what I've got.
I'm looking at the naked one right now.
Yeah. It's thick. It's thick. Like I'm thick. It's thicker. You know, it's a warm day.
I mean, I'll just say this. It's not a little Peter. You got to admit, like they did you justice there. So there you go.
Sure.
I'm gonna need therapy after tonight.
Oh, hush.
I love
your therapy.
I love the fact that you've got the panda.
Yeah, the polar bear. Yeah,
the polar
bear. Yeah, the polar bear. People, they never want to let me forget the damn polar bear.
So like you would. Didn't we have topics?
We did have topics to get to. I'm just trying to find.
Matt looks like he's about to give the mandible a claw.
Bravo, did you get to your super chats?
Oh my God!
Are there more? I think I got all the super chats there.
I just wanted to somebody's got to make sure you're keeping track.
I want to find the one. There's one that I think is really, really, really funny, and it totally like, and I think it's great. Hold on here. See if I can find it. Somebody might have put it together. Because no, they didn't. Damn it. There is a meme of that, but apparently it's like, it's me looking like Big Al from you know, whatever it's called.
From South Park.
No, from
Big Gay Al?
No. Big Al's Toy Barn, Toy Story 2.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah. Someone because I wore a red polo one night, and I recognized that, so I thought it was pretty goddamn fucking funny. Anyway, all right, so we don't need to look at more of me. So, all right.
Remember when this is about movies?
Yeah. Rule 34 saggy melons. You can just Google saggy melons and then you'll find a Rule 34.
Yeah. I don't think that you have to really.
Just look up Rule 34 Raven Simone and you might get close. How about that? There we go.
Yeah. Don't go for Maya Rudolph. That's not accurate.
No, because only one person here wants to snack on that, and that's RJ.
That's true.
We know. Saggy,
he wants to snack on it.
Saggy, you were supposed to defend me.
No, you said I looked like an older lady.
That's not a bad thing. I wasn't being. It was a joke. I wasn't like being disrespectful.
I didn't find it funny. It hurt my feelings.
Okay, so we'll take a look here. I want to go through this real quick because I do want to. I think the Suicide Squad response is pretty interesting.
They're overwhelmingly positive.
And that gives me.
By the way, it's 3 weeks out. So they're letting people see it 3 weeks out, which is very
well. And a lot of these people have already seen it. A lot of them have said they saw it weeks ago. So Warner's has been, when they start floating it out that early to people privately, they were definitely wanting to they did this with Joker too. They did it with Joker. They showed it off months early to some people and then waited until the Venice International Film Festival to let them drop their stuff on it. So what we know here is that Steven Weintraub says that he absolutely loved it. Says the movie is super violent, extremely funny, and a huge home run for James Gunn and DC. Tons of surprises and things I wasn't expecting. Just a great movie. So that's
some of them were talking up some post-credit scenes apparently, or at least one of them.
Oh, well, now that to me is fascinating. Whatever the post-credit scene might be, because what is that like? What's the next DC film coming out?
I don't think it's going to connect to any upcoming DC movie.
Ah, okay.
I think it's going to be something special for like this Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I probably. What do we got here? Fico, whoever Fico is, but he's a blue check mark, says it's a no-holds-bar superhero comics bonanza, unpredictable in story, unique in style, and full of risks. Also violent and hilarious. Idris Elba, Margot Robbie, and the rest of the cast are awesome. James Gunn has done it again. Film Poser says it's a gory and explosive time that perfectly captures the chaos and violence of the source material. The cast is super excellent, or is excellent together, and there's never a dull moment. And that, like, I mean, you know, these are also
some people
like
are saying this is one of the best DC movies too.
And that's probably like, and the thing is, the reason why this is interesting in my mind, it's like, you know, obviously the critics are going to come out and they're going to like it. They do this most of the time, but I'm wondering if this is going to impact anything with the Ayer cut, you know, because like I want to see it really bad, and I'm hoping that they're not going to try to like bury it because this is going to be getting as much positivity. Jermaine Lucier says that it's funny, irreverent, and violent. It's got a lot of heart, and Gunn really balances.
Bless you.
Sorry.
Bless you. Saggy's allergic to John Cena. He's in that picture, so that explains why.
And I'm telling you guys, King Shark is the next group. Like King Shark's
going to be huge. Literally every single reaction is talking about King Shark, John Cena, Ratcatcher, and Harley Quinn.
Okay.
And Bloodsport. Like all of them are talking those characters up.
I'm hoping that it's going to be. Yeah, I can't wait to see this.
Eric Davis saying I was going to mention real quick. People are saying John Cena is actually really good in the movie, which is a good sign.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, well, here's the thing: a good director can make a bad actor better. You know, a good actor can't make a bad director better. So, I mean, anything is possible if you have the right if you have the right material.
Anything is possible.
Everything is awesome. Kara Warner here says, so this skeptic loved the Suicide Squad. It's balls to the wall bonkers in very entertaining ways. If you're wondering whether James Gunn and that super rad Suicide Squad Warner Brothers cast would truly go there with the material and R rating, they indeed do. Dorian Parks here, who works for Collider.
Geeks and Color. No, Geeks and Color.
Oh, did he leave Collider? Because he was their social media guy.
I don't remember, actually. I don't know if he still works at Collider. I know he runs the Geeks of Color Twitter account. That's it. That was his big claim to fame.
Okay. He says it's an epic all-out war movie that demands to be seen on the big screen. Gunn does it again with a hilarious cast of oddballs and underused comic characters. Big laughs, bigger action. DC has another winner. Now, if you've noticed here, no one is talking crap about David Ayer's Suicide Squad. And I actually like that. I do like that because it's not like,
nobody's comparing it to the last movie.
Yeah, they're not throwing it. They'll say, I mean, maybe bigger action, you know, sure, but it's like they're not throwing shade at it because, and I do feel like Ayer's movie has grown on people over the last 5 years. I do. I think so. But
I wish I could say I felt the same way.
I think a lot of people here are playing up James Gunn and his comments and his approach to this. Matt here says, look up Rule 34 B stars.
No, I'm good. Thank you, though.
We're fine. We're fine on that one. And so, yeah, I mean, like a lot of people, this guy here says, Ian Samuel says, any doubts you might have over Suicide Squad will vanish after the outrageous opening. It's a violent, hilarious, and unpredictable blockbuster, and everyone will have their own favorite from the terrific cast. Again, it's so entertaining that you'll want to see it again instantly. Well, hey, you can do that.
HBO Max.
And
William actually does bring up a good point, though. He says to keep in mind the wider press screenings happen on August 3rd. These early ones are engineered, not to say it's not a good movie.
That is very true. That is very true.
William's been talking up. He's going to see it on August 3rd as well.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to go see it in IMAX if I can. Definitely the biggest screen possible for me. I definitely I want to see this thing where I possibly can. I will say this though. I did get tickets. I am going to go to the very sneak preview of Dune next week.
Wait, what's going on with Dune?
The special preview of Dune that they're doing. It's not going to be the movie. It's not the movie. It's like a special engagement in IMAX where they're going to show off probably like 15, 20 minutes of the movie. And like,
why the hell have I not heard about this? Because
they just announced it. They just announced it yesterday.
Is it like a special IMAX screening or what is it?
Yeah, it's an IMAX. Like I got to go to Seattle to go see it. Like I got to go up to Seattle. I'm gonna try to take Mr. Repsy on with me if he wants to go. Let's see here. Ooh. Drew Taylor likes it. I mean, a lot of people seem to like it. Now, the reason why I find this to be interesting is like, yeah, this is like William said, this is engineered. This is all, what these are handpicked people that went to go see it early. But for this the other night, they put out the trailer, or they had, was it Sunday night? I think they had the world premiere of Space Jam: A New Legacy. And I've been very heavily critical on Space Jam: The New Legacy. Because it looks like a soulless cash grab. And I don't think I'm wrong, because I found Rotten Tomatoes here from earlier today has given it a 45% based on 11.
It's dropped, by the way. Now it's at 42.
Oh, really? Yeah. Someone tried telling me that it's going to be. Yeah,
it's at 42% with 47 reviews.
Oh, that's up a lot more from the 11 I snapped right there earlier today. So I'll bring it up here, and let's just take a look here, because I want to see what they're saying about this. Because I mean, it just never looked good to me. So 42%, 57 reviews. Despite LeBron James's best efforts to make a winning team out of the Toon Squad, Space Jam: A New Legacy trades the zany meta humor of its predecessor for a shameless, tired excuse in IP-driven branding. Read the critics' reviews. They normally don't say read critic reviews on this part.
Well, you know what though? It's only 2% behind the original. On Rotten Tomatoes, the original movie has a 44% with 80 reviews.
Yeah, but some people here are saying, like, unless you're a basketball fanatic, its technical wonders aren't nearly enough to overcome tediously earnest intentions. An upcycled Frankenstein's monster of intellectual property spraying a stew of Easter eggs and Halloween costumes at the viewer, praying that something sticks. That's pretty harsh, actually.
Oh, wow. Richard Roper hated it.
Ooh, yeah. Let's see. I've never seen anything like it. I also hope to never see anything like it again. And I wish I could unsee what I have seen.
Not bad. Wow.
I mean, what is it? Frank here says, to whom this is meant to appeal is anyone's guest, except presumably the studio's marketing department. Well, if you think about it, given all of the IPs that are available in this movie, I mean, they pull, it's the serververse. They pull it all in. What does that ultimately mean? It means that they are going for, as much branding as they possibly can. But I'm telling you, like the Zendaya, Lola Bunny thing, I think that hurt the movie too. Because like
her being cast, or like the design?
Yeah, I think her being cast as that, like, no one cares. Like, who are you appealing to? It's just like, and then but this one here by Bill Goody Kuntz, which I love that name, by the way. James is an engaging presence, but as this season with the Lakers proved, he alone just isn't enough.
Ouch.
That is cold-blooded. Brian Orndorff here from Blu-ray.com says, a New Legacy will probably find a passionate following just like Space Jam, but the project feels like a missed opportunity to do something amazing with the Looney Tunes universe. And I'll based upon what, like, the story of this movie versus the story of the original, I really hate those kind of comparisons. That it's like, oh, the first one was just a Nike commercial. Like, F you, no, it wasn't. There was an emotional resonance with Michael Jordan at the time and his actual career choices. This is them, this is like them going and trying to do a whole, they just had the name and they just recycled it. Let's see here. Okay, this is great. Joshua Rivera from Polygon says, Space Jam.
Polygon.
Yeah, I know. I agree. Space Jam: A New Legacy is only really satisfying to people who care about marketing and company profits, people who approach it as a product that's successfully been sold. Now, I will say Julian Roman here from MovieWeb, a fresh rating, says LeBron James soars in a Looney Tunes adventure that will delight generations of fans. I mean, I'll tell you, that quote right there, it really makes me question just who is Julian Roman, to be honest with you. So
yeah, I mean, Lord Slug does bring up a good point where people expecting Citizen Kane, it's a movie with the Looney Tunes playing basketball,
and that's a fair point. That is a fair point. Now, Mike here does say they should have made Lola thick. Yeah.
Saggy, are you looking forward to Space Jam 2?
No, hell no.
Why not?
It looks like dog crap, and why would I watch that when the first one was fine the way it was, even though, like, that's debatable, but I just no.
So wait, you're telling me you don't like LeBron James?
No, I don't care about LeBron James. He's not Michael Jordan. He's never going to be Michael Jordan, so why do I care?
But it's LeBron James.
And who cares? Is he paying my bills?
Yes.
He's not. Honestly, like who was like, we need to have another Space Jam and we need to have
Warner Brothers? It's an IP advertisement movie.
Well, sucks for them.
It really is. It really is. And now look, William makes a great point here. Sent 100 people to see Space Jam last night. 90% liked it. Then he says also, this is one of those films where critics' opinions are pretty much worthless in regards to how the film will do. I agree with you on that one because clearly the audience that they're trying to go for are LeBron James fans.
And families, little kids.
Yeah, but I mean, it's really going to be like basketball fans is really what they want. And the thing is, like, with, I think, sports viewership being down like across the board, even though they came back this season, with a lot of stuff.
It's been a great playoff season too, which is a shame. Like people,
yeah,
like,
but here's the thing: is the Lakers, if the Lakers would have gone to the championship and won, this movie would blow up. But because they got outed, they went out. They didn't. Yeah, I think this will do okay. Here's the thing: they're estimating $20 million for the opening weekend.
Only 20 million?
Only 20 million, yeah.
This movie is stupid.
Well, it makes sense. I think a lot of families are going to choose to watch on HBO Max, though. Like, why go to the theater when you can watch it at home for free, basically, with your subscription?
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I mean, like, here's the thing: like something like Suicide Squad, I'd pay to go see. Black Widow, I'd pay to go see.
Even that, I don't know how well that's going to do because again, it's not like they're making money like with a $30 fee. It's like just include with a subscription, right? So
yeah.
I don't know how well it's going to do.
Yeah, thanks a lot for coming by, geeks. I'll see you later, buddy. Now the thing is, William says here, Dune is going to get a great RT score, but will more than likely bomb at the box office. But they're going to sit there and say that it did well on HBO Max.
Well, plus I think they care more about awards than anything else with that movie.
Yeah. No, I agree. I do agree on that one. Okay, so I guess that's. Oh no, I want to get rid of that. There's one last little thing I wanted to touch on, and I'm glad Enosh is here. I guess I'll wait for him to come back. But
yeah, is he here? I don't know.
He was here. I just because he's a Funko guy, and I wanted to kind of end the night, at least end this section of it with something that I think is very nice, and I want to just kind of wait for him to come back on that one before we show it. But it's a toy thing. It's about Funko Pops, and it's about an actor looking at their Funko. Otis here, $5. Thank you very much, man. It says Warner's owns a good portion of Rotten Tomatoes. I'm still going to see it. I trust Gunn's writing. I don't think Warner's owns a good portion. I don't think they used to. They used to own it, but they sold Fandango. To Fandango. Yeah,
Fandango owns it completely, I think.
But the thing is, though, it's kind of like Rotten Tomatoes is a pretty sought after thing, and the company itself definitely wants to. They want to bring in like more critics. They actually expanded, I think by 600 just last year. They allowed for more people to apply, and like they were looking for like women and people of color predominantly, and because they wanted to have more variation of it. But at the same time, it's like not everyone is going to have access. The same people get access because they live in areas where access is available. So. That's kind of the problem with those kind of things, but I totally get that.
Wait, I have a question. What do you think of the clip of the notorious PIG from Space Jam: A New Legacy?
Kill me.
Do you see that, Saggy, where it's the clip of Porky Pig rapping?
Listen, the best Looney Tunes rap ever was on Adult Swim when Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd were rap battling in 8 Mile style. Other than that whole scene was just a ripoff of that skit. And it was done badly.
I didn't like it. I will say, though, the Speedy Gonzalez Granny Matrix ripoff bit was okay.
Yeah. I thought Speedy wasn't going to be in the movie. They said.
I know, right? They got Gabriel Iglesias to voice him. They got Fluffy. So it's like, all right.
So it was cultural appropriation, too.
Well, yeah, they were okay with it.
I know they cut Pepe Le Pew out. That whole thing.
They did. They filmed it, but they never animated it. So yeah, and that pissed a lot of people.
Will it be a deleted scene on the Blu-ray?
Probably not.
I don't see why they like. Okay, I get it. Pepe Le Pew has some controversy around the character, so just change how the character behaves. Problem solved. You don't have to take him out completely. That's just stupid.
Enos, what do you think about Space Jam 2?
I don't.
Are you shocked that it has a 42% Rotten Tomatoes?
It actually has 42%.
Yes.
Why'd you sound like a bro?
It's almost at the same score as the original.
High? He's got munchies and stuff. Did you just smoke a joint, dude? You came back like, I don't. They got 42. I got munchies, man.
I mean, technically, we're 17 minutes away from 420 on the East Coast.
Listen, Space. I am not watching Space Jam.
Not even for free on HBO Max?
No. I hate LeBron James.
Why?
Because I can't stand LeBron James.
As a player, or as a person?
I don't even like hearing about LeBron James. LeBron James just gets on my nerves. Like when it was like the whole thing, I'm going to Cleveland. I'm not going to Cleveland. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm leaving Cleveland. I'm leaving. But shut up. Like, I don't care. I really don't care. I want to go win a championship. Well, you know what? I don't know. Maybe lead your team. That's how they used to do it. Instead of getting your buddies together.
He did bring a championship to the city of Cleveland.
You get your buddies together and you go someplace else because, I'm going to get a championship that way. Whatever. Nobody cares about this movie. Literally nobody cares about this movie.
Do you think little kids care?
Mm-mm.
Not even for the Looney Tunes?
Kids don't know Looney Tunes. We just talked about this a few weeks ago. Kids don't know Looney Tunes these days. They're not in the public vernacular like they were like at my age and like even when the first Space Jam came out. Kids don't know what that stuff is. Like, they may know who Bugs Bunny is, but the thing is like most kids, I should say, are not actively watching Looney Tunes cartoons. They're just not. They may know who the characters are, but it's like, oh yeah, I saw that somewhere or whatever. Like most kids are not actively watching Looney Tunes. So that movie. Well,
Williams in disagreement. He says that plenty of people care because he took 100 and turned away 250 for. He said people to go watch it. I guess.
Were they kids? Were they kids? I'm sorry. That movie's dead on arrival. So
apparently Eddie wants to come on to like defend the. I don't know.
Dude, you don't have to defend Looney Tunes to me. I love Looney Tunes. I'm not talking about that, but nobody's watching them nowadays. And look, and here's the thing. William might have had a situation where he had a situation where some kids were watching whatever. Most kids are not watching Space Jam. I'm sorry. I don't agree. I don't know what research you did, man, but I don't see that any kids care about Looney Tunes.
Now, when HBO Max launched, they did have a new Looney Tunes show. And I tried watching it and I hated it because like they turned Lola Bunny, and I love Kristen Wiig, but they turned Lola Bunny into this like manic, obsessive girlfriend. And even
they gave her a personality is the thing. Because she had no personality.
A shit personality.
Well, it was meant for comedy though. But that wasn't
even my girlfriend, we were watching it last year, and my girlfriend's like, what is this? And I'm like, I don't know. She's like, what is up with that bunny?
That show has a cult following though. A lot of people like that show. There's some really funny stuff in it.
I mean, I'm not saying it's terrible or whatever, but I mean, like that characterization of Lola Bunny is, and that's the thing.
They gave her personality and tried to do something different because before then the character was like a nothing burger.
Okay.
Well, I'm just saying, that's what the character was.
Here's the thing. Back in '96,
character.
And by the way, Eddie, I wasn't saying that I didn't want you to come on the stream. I was just saying, like, you don't have to defend it to me because I love Looney Tunes. But I don't believe that anybody cares about Looney Tunes that much. That movie's not going to be a hit. Like
I kind of agree because like the whole thing that made the first Space Jam cool is because first of all the timing, where aside from how many like popular movies had cartoons in real people, we had Cool World and Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and then you had Space Jam. And Space Jam was pretty successful, even though Michael Jordan was a crappy actor. It was still a decent story, and the Looney Tunes characters were a lot more, like, kind of current to how they were and what we loved about them. This one is just doesn't sell it for me as an old school Looney Tunes feel. It seems too modern. It seems like they're just throwing LeBron James because he's just another popular basketball player, and it, like I said, it just doesn't sell me. And I don't think, like, well, I was gonna say too, like I have to agree with Enosh. Kids these days, Looney Tunes might be like cool, but the hype for Looney Tunes with kids these days isn't as like we remember Looney Tunes. Kids these days, they don't really care about Looney Tunes. I
don't see kids wearing Looney Tunes merch. When I was a kid, I had Looney Tunes merch. You know, I had Space Jam merch when I was a kid. Well, I had the soundtrack, definitely. You know, and it's like I think I had some Looney Tunes stuff because when I was a kid, we had Tiny Toon Adventures and we had Animaniacs. And, you know, I mean, Animaniacs was not Looney Tunes, but it ran kind of in the similar circles and it was well loved. And then, but Tiny Toon Adventures was fantastic.
Yeah, it was.
And
absolutely.
And
I would like Baby Looney Tunes.
That was also good. You know, kind of like Muppet Babies was also good.
Yeah.
You know, and so like they found a way. So at that time, there were cartoons that were active and they were, you know, popular within like the lexicon, you know, within the cultural, I guess, zeitgeist in the moment. And then also tying that in with Michael Jordan, who was a prolific basketball player. People like me grew up watching Michael Jordan, idolizing Michael Jordan, and were very bummed when he stepped down from the Bulls and went over to play baseball. And then see him go back and to do basketball thing. That was a big deal. This is not like there's no cultural zeitgeist around LeBron James in anything that's going to be remotely interesting in this movie. Like,
and basketball wasn't even that. And basketball was a lot more popular, in my opinion, back when Space Jam came out. Like basketball was.
Well, I mean, really basketball still is popular now.
It's not. Listen, I
follow the NBA still a lot.
Listen, when I was younger,
I'm sorry.
Even I used to watch basketball.
RJ said like, "Oh, I followed the NBA." Like, you know, here's the thing. Just like with Williams sampling, for example, I totally understand. You may have gotten a sample of that. I think in the overall vernacular, though, of the country, of the world, you know, you're going to get some people who who do know what it is, but I just don't think that they're like breathing down, you know, Warner Brothers' neck trying to, you know, get a Space Jam movie.
They're just trying to. This is the thing. Again, Hollywood is dry on fresh ideas. They look back at the past and see what was perceived well and made them money back then, and they're trying to replicate it, but instead they're just going to ruin it because, again, Looney Tunes has had a great run. It's had a great run. It is iconic. They want to keep milking that money, but they're not going to succeed. I'm not excited for the Space Jam 2 because I don't think it's going to capture why Space Jam.
We talked about this right here because like even Mickey Mouse and crew, they're not in like active cartoons that like kids are clamoring for. Like there's the little kiddie shows. You know,
the biggest thing that they've been in was Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Yeah,
that was the biggest thing.
But I mean, they have not been in anything else. We had a whole show about this, RJ, where we talked about this, where it's like. It's like none of these characters that we all grew up with, like kids know who Mickey is, right? They may know who, you know, Donald Duck is. Yeah, but they're not in anything that they're like watching on a regular basis.
Well, here's the thing is like the way, I mean, I get the point here about, you know, Warner Brothers' fault because it is their fault because they let it kind of slide by.
Yeah, it's their IP.
It is their IP. They've also put out a couple subpar movies since 1996. Like what? Well, no, Looney Tunes Back in Action. I think that was the one in 2003, right? There was two of them. The first one with Brendan Fraser was actually pretty good. And that should have been something that they would have gone back to. Then they did a second one that wasn't as good. But I think the big problem here is like, yeah, there hasn't been like the shows. Like think about it like this. They brought back Animaniacs last year on Hulu. That was great. Because Animaniacs was able to recapture a lot of the same magic that made it good back in the 90s by being culturally relevant and making fun of it, making fun of pop culture. If they were to bring back Tiny Toon Adventures and give us more of that, I think people would be able to kind of get back into it again. Or if there was like a big marketing push to kind of, I've seen Space Jam, like at Walmart, like the remaster or re-release of Space Jam. Yeah. And I honestly, if it's like $5 for the Blu-ray, I might pick it up just to have it because I do love that movie. So
I have to disagree with William.
What did William say?
William said, also keep in mind, none of the people on this panel were their target audience. Just saying, no, I have to disagree because Looney Tunes is for everyone.
Yeah, and well, I'll tell you this. I disagree too because you know what? People my age are absolutely who they're also trying to target with this movie because they're trying to bring up the nostalgia of the first Space Jam movie.
Exactly.
The Droogs are in this movie. Like you have actual criminal rapists from A Clockwork Orange. Like, I mean, that movie is not for kids in the slightest. And they have got them in the backgrounds of this. Like literal rapists are like in the background shots of whatever. You don't know about that?
No.
What? Do you have the receipts?
Yeah, I have receipts here.
It was in the trailer, the very first trailer.
Do you have?
They got like a lot of R-rated characters in the background.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Dr.
Well, I was gonna say, like, I get that it's a kids movie and it's targeted to kids, but also you have Looney Tunes characters in it, which obviously, Looney Tunes is such an old franchise. We grew up on Looney Tunes, so it is kind of targeting us as well. And not to mention, LeBron James he's a basketball. Kids aren't the only ones that like basketball. Adults usually buy the tickets to go see them. So if they're fans of LeBron James, it's not just for kids. Just like this, Michael Jordan isn't just for kids. People go to basketball games. Oh my God.
What? Yeah, look at all the characters in the background. Look.
Yeah, so you've got the Droogs right there. What's on the far? Look what's on the far left though. That's the Night King, right? That's one of the Night Kings. That's one of the White Walkers from Game of Thrones.
Are you kidding me?
No, yeah, no, right there. The Droogs are right there.
Is that Chitara? From
Thundercats? Yeah. And then you got the Scooby-Doo gang up there.
Flintstones over there.
Why do they have those characters in the background?
Because the plot of the movie is that it's a server world. They go into the Warner Brothers server. It's like all the universes cross over.
Oh, dude,
there's a clip from the movie where they go to DC World and they have the Bruce Timm animation style.
And then there's a cameo of Superman and
Lois
someone
Lane,
else.
I think.
Not Lois Lane. It was Jimmy Olsen. You see Jimmy Olsen, and then you see Clark in that. Yeah, so like they're clearly pulling from whatever they can. But here's the thing: you've seen Enosh, you've seen Ready Player One, right?
Yeah.
Do you like Ready Player One?
Oh yeah, I like it a lot.
I love Ready Player One.
Okay, so let me see if I can find a comparative shot here, because if not, I have to dive in.
Well, yeah, they had all that stuff. Yeah,
it's basically Ready Player One with basketball.
Well, I mean, no, but if you look at like the planets, right? Like the opening of Ready Player One, it had like they go through the worlds and all the little planets are there, right? And so they show you like, oh, like the different worlds that we see in the opening of that. In the trailer for Space Jam, they show the exact same thing. They show the exact.
This movie is mentally bankrupt.
Well, that's kind of the point. Is like it is. I understand what William's saying about the IPs, or about it being for kids and it being a different demographic. Fine. But it's also like trying to bring in everybody. It's trying to be enough references for everybody. And I just don't, man. I just,
Who asked for this? I just want to know. Who the hell asked for this?
Wanted this.
They've wanted
a marketing movie.
Here's the thing, though. They've wanted it. This is totally Warner's with their fist up their own rear end. They wanted it. Nobody wanted this. They've been trying to get this movie off the ground for years. They've wanted
different
to do
sports too, NASCAR, hockey.
They have wanted to do this movie for years, and they finally like pulled the trigger on it. Got LeBron James and everything, but it's dead on arrival. Nobody wants this. Nobody's talking about this movie. There might be a small handful of people or whatever, but nobody's like clamoring like, "Ooh, I gotta see Space Jam." You know what I mean?
I feel like they purposely dramatically changed Lola Bunny just for the shock value because they wanted people to talk about it. Because I don't think people would have talked or cared about Space Jam if it wasn't for the Lola Bunny controversy.
I don't know though, because like I said, Lola has been in other stuff, and they already changed her design though, like the new Looney Tunes cartoons on Cartoon Network and stuff.
It just feels like when they were talking about like the whole.
Hey, speaking of stuff, hold on a second. Speaking of stuff that nobody wants, Zentek, don't waste your time watching Andre Sandino. Don't do it.
No, do not.
You're not going to learn anything. Go watch Space Jam before you watch a video from that fool.
Yeah. Do not go watch that weirdo.
Yeah, yesterday there was somebody trying to get Jarbo over there. It's very weird.
No. That guy.
Stay away.
That guy DM'd me for like 3 months straight, man. Like just like obsessively. And then I said that I didn't agree with him on something, and then all of a sudden he was like, "You're a mother effer," this and that, blah blah blah. I started doing that, and like, whatever, dude.
Yeah, I would steer clear.
Yeah, if he's your source for Captain Carrot, bro, you know I love you, Zentek. I wouldn't put too much into that one, bro, at all.
Yeah, I would look into just type his name in YouTube and find out what comes up. Just you will be very.
Or just go on Google too.
Yeah,
You don't have to punch in Rule 34 either.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, apparently Andre Sandino says that it's his first ever scoop. He has a scoop that Captain Carrot movie's coming.
I got a scoop for you.
Was he Doomcock?
Apparently. He's a big fanboy of him, so.
I got sources, yo. My sources tell me that Space Jam is going to flop.
Damn, I'm trying to find it. So like, but in Ready Player One, like in the opening of it, you get to see that there is a bunch of different worlds, and that is kind of the different IPs, and people can go to those IPs, right? So here's a shot from the Space Jam trailer where they go to here's Westeros, here's the Game of Thrones world, and so but it's more of a planet,
like that, like DC,
Casablanca. I saw Casablanca on there. And so I kind of have to laugh at that just mostly because it's like you could tell they're just ripping off of.
Wasn't Ready Player One a Warner Brothers movie?
Yes, that's the whole point.
Yeah, Zentek, yes. Ken Kitts is a nothing either. So don't. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past him that was his other account. Yeah, look, you know what this is Warner Brothers literally just like paying homage to themselves.
Oh no, here I will give you a prime example of this, right? So check this out. This is in the trailer for Space Jam. We see that Iron Giant makes an appearance, right? So check out this comparison here. Iron Giant, top one, Space Jam: A New Legacy, bottom one, Ready Player One.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much the same model. It's the same modeling. I mean, why not? They already have all the VFX, going on. Yeah. They can just reuse them. For this.
Plus, Space Jam New Legacy apparently promotes Godzilla vs. Kong. Like, Godzilla's in the movie, and King Kong is in there in one of the trailers. They have all the Hanna-Barbera characters. It's like they're trying to promote everything they own, basically. Because they had, like, 89 Joker in there, Batman.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know. I said it's... Okay, Melissa here said I said it's Ready Player 2. I jokingly called it Ready Player LeBron. But, yeah, it kind of is. And then look, I know Eddie is upset. I don't know what you can say. I'm not looking to have like a full on, like hour-long argument over whether or not it's going to be good. I just don't think it's going to be good. But Real Elmo Cinema here for $2 says, Bart's told me he didn't want you at his party. Who, me or Enosh? Because I think Enosh is already going and he already has your address. So
I think, yeah, it's you.
Expect him. And then, H Bart's here then says Elmo spreads lies. I mean, technically it's a 1 penny difference. If you guys got to fight it out, now's the time. I'm just saying it's like, it is a copy and paste, and I'm not too like upset about that, but it just goes to show you like, here's the concept of like this multiversal approach to this movie does sound kind of cool, but that is one of the things I liked about Ready Player One. But Ready Player One took an interesting concept of like, the 3 keys or Willy Wonka and adapted it around pop culture rather than just like, hey, for some reason, Don Cheadle, who runs the serververse, kidnapped LeBron's son, to force him into a basketball. I mean,
no, because LeBron and his son were having like disagreements and stuff because the son felt neglected or something, and like
the son was telling him, "Dad, I know that Michael Jordan's better than you."
No. The plot is that LeBron wants his kid to follow in his footsteps, but he's more of a gamer. He's more like a hacker and stuff. He likes like technology. So Don Cheadle's villain character uses LeBron's son to like get into the serververse to make the server stronger or something. LeBron goes in there. I don't know.
This movie sounds worse than I even knew it was going to be.
Hold on, I want to find a specific drop for that. Let me quickly look. Yeah, there we go. There, I'll have to bring it up here on YouTube.
I mean, I don't know, Zeno. I don't know. I mean, I think there's aspects of it that are gonna be really. I like the way the 2D animation looks, for example. I think it looks really cool. I like seeing that classic 2D animation. I think the 3D models look okay. It could be fun to have a couple cameos or some fun, goofy laughs. I don't know. I'm not expecting like high class cinema from it.
My God, who the hell cares?
Thank you.
I just like.
Why didn't you just clip that?
I need because it was in that moment. It was in that moment. I need to do it.
I have a question. Why does H Bart's in his super chats? He brings up LeBron in China. Like what's up?
Because LeBron. Okay. So here's the thing with that, and H Bart's is entirely right on this.
Because he says like in the super chat that $2 the plot is China is God.
All right. So the reason why he brought that up is because remember 2 years ago during the Hong Kong Revolution?
Oh, like the Blizzard stuff, that controversy?
Yeah, well, it goes a little bit beyond Blizzard, but yes, Blizzard played a part in that. So Hong Kong was supposed to have relative sovereignty from China, right? It's not meant to be like it's its own thing. And they want freedom from China, as I'm sure Taiwan does, and a lot of other countries that China has kind of control over. Want as well. But China has what they call the China first policy. So it's all under China. So Taiwan doesn't exist as a country. And, like Hong Kong is part of China. So when these protests happened because of the Blizzard thing at first, that was the one thing that kicked it off. Basketball came into it quite a bit because the NBA has a massive thing over there with China. And so LeBron and I think it was it like one of the coaches of the Dallas was it whatever the Dallas team is?
Oh, the Mavericks, yeah.
The Mavericks, yeah. I think it was like one of the owners had made someone high up had made a comment about like free Hong Kong, and that was a big thing because that signals to the Chinese government that no, there's not unity on this front.
Yeah, apparently like one of the there's been some coaches who are vocal about it, and they made him like delete tweets and stuff about free Hong Kong.
Yeah. And that's the whole point is that it's like LeBron James, look at John Cena from a couple weeks ago. He accidentally referred to Taiwan seeing Fast 9 first in the world as being the first country to get it, and then had to go out there on an apology tour in order to appease the Chinese people who were apparently upset that he referred to Taiwan as a country.
Right.
That is the point, is the money that comes out of China is so much that these companies, American companies, need. Never mind the fact that Chinese companies are coming to this country en masse and purchasing large swaths of property. They are buying up real estate in this country. That is a fact.
Wait, they are?
Yes.
I had no clue.
They've also purchased large parts of Eastern Africa for its natural resources.
China, so they can make more stuff for their factories or what?
No, so they can have more control and more power. China will eventually usurp America as the number one superpower at this point. That is coming. I don't know when, but they're making these plays while we're squabbling over, Medicare for all and shit. But it's like, they're the ones that are like, and because of how much money is there, people don't want to screw them over. They're afraid of China. So they let China do whatever they want, regardless of human rights violations with the Uyghurs in those concentration camps. They used to dictate that you couldn't have more than 2 children. Mm-hmm. And if you did have more than 2 children, they would make you give them up for adoption or, yeet them. So
yeah, that's real scary.
China has had, probably the worst thing to ever happen is the Brits giving China back. I'm just saying, the Chinese people need to like wake up. And a lot of them I think have. But the Chinese Communist Party and Xi Jinping, the fact that he was elected president and then decided to just do away with elections and like no one No one in the world pushed back on that at all. No other world leader pushed back on the president of China going,
what did that happen?
A couple of years ago. And like, no one said anything about it. You know, he's like, I don't want to do elections anymore. Right. He says, it's like Putin. Putin bounced around between president and prime minister for 20 years. He would get around term limits. They just changed term limits in Russia from 4 years to 6 years. So he wouldn't have to deal with it again for 2 extra years. But he's been the predominant power in that country since 1999. And yet, in our country will say things about that all the time because our financial ties to Russia are not that high, right? But our financial ties to China are extremely high. So that is a problem. I don't want to get all political with it, but it's like, that's a big issue. And so, yeah, when H-Bart's here calls out LeBron for being like, pro-China, yeah, LeBron is a company man, like John Cena is a company man. And that is another reason why I don't want to see this movie. I'm like, I know it's weird and maybe in some aspects it's hypocritical, but like that shit really angered me. There's my message. Anyway.
I get that.
Yeah, out of printer says Matt Jarbo 2024. I'm just saying. So anyway, there's that one. A couple of the super chats to get to. All right. Real Elmo here says, don't trust Kermit.
Right.
I don't know. Kermit talks a lot over on my channel, and he says a lot of great things over there.
Yeah, I see. I know, Enosh, it's about 4:30 your time. I know you got to get out of here.
Yeah, I got to get going.
I got to do the same here in a few minutes as well.
I'm about to go celebrate National Nudist Day in the best way that I possibly can. So,
oh boy,
take a shower. I don't know. You gonna get a snack?
Or might get a snack. You ought to know by now.
Oh my God! Well, say hi to Tiffany for us.
I sure will.
Thank you.
I'm gonna show Tiffany that video saggy, and wake her up.
Oh, jeez.
There's some implications there that are just.
Weren't you going to show something though, Matt, earlier?
What's up?
The Funko thing or something?
Oh yeah. I wanted to show you. I did want to show you one thing before you go.
Okay.
This is so the actress. What's her name? Janina Gavankar. Who?
Oh, Janina Gavankar.
Yeah, thank you. I mispronounced it because I'm a moron.
Did you call her Gina?
Janina.
No.
Janina.
Like, what did you call her? Aunt Janina?
Aunt Janina. There we go. She put out a video today of her unboxing her Funkos from Star Wars. I just thought it's a little wholesome thing. Just a little wholesome thing, of like someone truly excited about this.
You threw Gina in there.
Like she played Iden Versio at Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's why she looks familiar. Okay. Nice.
That's
very
cool.
Nice. That's very cool.
It's so cute.
I just liked it, yeah.
I actually
Cool.
Oh dear God. Ken Kitts is in here telling us about the Captain Carrot news.
Oh wait, is that the? Hold on, I want to see this real quick here. Is this? Oh, I see. It's both. It's her in the
Yeah, full outfit with the helmet.
Oh,
on,
that is cool.
on.
Actually, that is really cool. I just wanted to share that. I thought it was some wholesome Star Wars stuff, some wholesome good stuff. Because this conversation went kind of crazy.
We know you're Andre, right? I hope you realize we're not that dumb, and we know it's you. So can you stop trying to clout chase off of people who are bigger, because they're not going to give you that notoriety. So just stop it, dude. We know it's you. Come on.
It is I, Captain Vegetable, with my carrot and my celery. Eating crunchy vegetables is good for me, and they're good for you, so eat them too. Eat celery and carrots by the bunch.
I don't know who Captain Carrot is.
Captain Vegetable. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Funny story, actually. I won a Battlefront 2 sweepstakes thing where I got a signed poster by Janina Gavankar for the Battlefront 2 game.
No, nobody wants you on, dude. You're not gonna clout chase off of Jarbo, and we don't care. I know it's.
I would.
Nobody who is
That's
sane,
Andre. That's
nobody
Andre.
who
It's
is
Andre.
sane comes like, I don't have people who watch me go to other YouTube channels, be like, hey, did you guys check out the new Saggy Melons video? You guys gotta check it out. No, dude, that's not how this works. And we know it's you. Just stop bothering us. Go to your corner of the internet. Stay there. We don't want you here.
I'm sure there's some girls you can pay to kiss you.
Right, like, bro, please just stop bothering them. Here's the thing. I don't care if you are or not. You literally come to other people's channels and try to pimp out his channel. Go away. You're not clout chasing. Stop it. Bye. Bye.
It would be better. It would be better, Ken, if you were Andre, because then at least it would show us that like you're not really weird.
Dude, I don't care.
Hold on. I looked up his account. Snyder loves true DC fans like me and some others. Nolan is worse than a rapist because he made Batman lame as fuck. Nolanites?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Nolanites.
But
Nolanites.
Yeah, so I just like, whatever, dude.
Listen, Jarbo barely has enough clout for us, let alone you.
Yeah, well, if you're not Andre, you can go. If you're not Andre, you can go back and tell Andre how we don't believe Captain Carrot's coming. So, but
I don't know.
Dude, get out of here. Stop asking.
There's actually a wiki about this guy.
Oh yeah.
It's
Captain
a Kiwi
Carrot
Farms page too.
Captain Carrot is a old DC.
No, I meant about Andre. I don't care about Captain Carrot. It looks like Jazz Jackrabbit. Like, I don't give a shit.
Andre has a wiki page. He has a Kiwi Farms page. He has YouTube channels chronicling him.
I don't think Ken gets it. I don't care if you are Andre or not. At this point, you literally come to Enosh's channel. Now you're here trying to get anyone who will listen to go watch this dude's YouTube channel. Stop it. Are you his friggin' manager?
I don't want to see somebody. I don't want to go to somebody's YouTube channel and watch them sit in their living room, in a dark living room that looks like something from 1974, while listening to loud music in the background, and
you can barely hear what they're saying.
And where you can barely hear what they're saying, and literally yelling and ranting swear words and everything about Nolan and everything,
or watching other people's content on a TV and commentating over it,
and cursing Zack Snyder at the same time you're saying you are a Snyder fan, and going back and forth about how much you like me and you like my takes on everything until I don't agree with Doomcock, and then all of a sudden I'm a bad guy and I'm the worst thing around. Like, whatever, dude.
I thought you're about fairness and equality. Yeah, fairness is this is Matt Jarbo's channel, and he gets to decide who he wants on it. And equality, what? This is his
I just want to say,
equality.
Like, Dave Filoni is getting his own action figure. We're gonna get a Trapper Wolf figure.
That's cool,
and that's actually really cool. So, like, I just wanted to.
By the way, there were a couple super chats that I don't want to miss.
I know. I'm trying to. I don't know what's going on with Andre, but I'm trying to find his YouTube channel because I want to laugh at him.
It's called Future DCEU Warriors for Life.
Well, he's also changed his YouTube channel like several times.
Yeah, it's gotten suspended like 8 times.
Yeah. Hold on. Here's a guy here. I think this is him right here.
Don't put it up.
I'm not going to put it up. Oh, okay. First, okay, there it is. There it is right there. I just want to see this.
You put him on RJ and Enosh because they
why are you filming this through a fucking potato, dude? Like, I mean, if you're gonna like have really terrible video quality, just do what I do and just go audio only. I mean, otherwise it's like, I mean, I can see your Supergirl and Wonder Woman stand-ups over there that I'm pretty sure you you ejaculate on nightly, and I see a little bit of a white stuff right there on her belt. There we go. Get better aim, but yeah, dude, come on.
I love it. Ken is like, let me tell my side of the story. What story?
What story? You came.
I thought you guys were about fairness and equality.
You heard the good word of Andre?
I don't care.
Yeah, right. like he's a freaking Andre Witness. Oh, knock knock knock. Have you heard the truth of the great Andre Cedino? The guy who can't keep a YouTube channel for more than 2 months because he gets banned.
No, he's had this one for a while. I mean, he premiered this about 83 minutes ago, so this is kind of funny. So this Ken Kitts guy, this guy's been rolling around like talking about Captain Carrot. And I've been on for 3 hours now. That's longer than 83 minutes. So clearly he was trying to build hype for this premiere of him sitting on his bed, looking into a potato and talking about Captain Carrot and the Zoo Crew.
Dude,
cool.
Listen,
no one cares.
Ken Kits, if you were a normal guy, do you know what's not normal? Going to other YouTube channels with big platforms to promote somebody no one gives a shit about.
Wait,
stop.
Hold on. He did a 2 hour and 45 minute live stream 8 hours ago titled Snyder Cult Are So Stupid. DC did multiverse 5-part arc first. Love Snyder Cut and love JL and Squad
theatrical.
It's like, what is this?
Yeah, and all, by the way, if you notice in the comments, it's all like the same 5 people, which are probably burner accounts. Because he always gets.
Yeah, let's see here. I just see like a couple. Yeah, like, but I'm just like, again, why through a potato, dude? It's
I go on other channels to promote some other dude. Like, promote yourself. Don't promote other people. I'm not going. You know what I'm gonna start doing? I'm gonna go to all these big, massive YouTubers and say, "Hey, you should check out RJ."
And you know what? Here's the thing too. Andre don't have any sources. He doesn't have anybody talking to him. Look at his personality and the way that he acts and the way that he, like, people who act that way don't have like serious connections, you know.
Okay, well, scoop the news elsewhere. Why are you here trying to tell us to go watch his channel? That makes no sense. I scooped the news.
Ken claims to work for Warner Brothers or whatever it is, and
okay. Well, here's the thing. I will give.
That's who Ken thinks he is.
Hold on, though. I do need to say this. I do need to give Ken a little bit of clout. All right, a little bit of thing, because I'm looking at this Andre stream, and Andre is live, and Ken is in the chat. So unless he's got the ability to do both at the same time, which I doubt, Ken appears to be a different person.
Yeah, well, either way.
So I you know what?
I could chat I could go on a freaking alt account and be on my phone and chat in my live stream, dude.
No, he's on camera. He's not that. He's not. Trust. This guy's got like ADHD. All right, he ain't gonna be doing nothing like that. So anyway, okay. Yeah, this guy is definitely.
I don't know why you're trying to get on Matt Jarbo's channel. Like,
yeah, no one wants to come on my channel, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Eddie does.
Eddie does. Yeah, we'll talk. Eddie, we'll talk later, dude. It's. I'm gonna. We gotta. I try not to have more than 4 people. It just gets a little crazy. And I like these guys, and we've been having lots of fun. So I think we're good where we are right now. But don't worry.
Now we've been having a blast about Andre and Ken Kits, the great oracle that Ken Kits is.
Yeah. I just I'm gonna laugh at the replay value of this because like I'm gonna look like no one's gonna get to the end, but it's all good. All right, though. But Benson did leave a super chat here, and he says, referencing an early part of the show, the Snyderverse fans won't stop their toxicity until their influencers admit it's over. They should lead rather than stoke.
Oh dear God.
You don't agree with that?
I love Mark, but Mark is out of his flipping mind when it comes to this. Okay, you know what? There's like 3 people who, like, this is all that they say to me. Mark, remember the good old days when we talked about Condor Man? When we joked and had fun? Dude, like, seriously, why does anybody care if anybody likes the Snyderverse and just wants to see it continue? Again, you're talking about a whole fan group as if it's the whole fan group that act like that. It is not. There are absolutely a-holes out there. There always has been. There always will be. But the reality is that, Matt and I even talked about this last night or the night before, whatever it was. Like, there's always going to be those people, but the fandom as a whole is not. So the thing is that Zach has very much said that he'd still like to do it. Zach has said that he would come back if the thing was right. And Zach is the one pushing those buttons. Nobody, the majority of people aren't trying to force Zach to do anything that he doesn't want to do. They are supporting him on other movies, other platforms, other things, man. They're following him over to Netflix and everything else. So the thing is, man, is that, dude, like, I don't know who you're considering the influencers of the Snyderverse toxicity. I don't know who you're.
Well, I mean, I think what he's trying to get at is that influencers need to, like, calm the flames of the fandom, I guess. I don't know. Like, because I think it's in reference to like the James Gunn thing where a lot of people are attacking him on social media and sending him really nasty things today because of like a leaked thing with Harley Quinn or something. I don't know what was going on, or people getting upset that Toby Emmerich asked him to do Superman. He said no.
Well, like it's also the fact that like, you know, James Gunn came out and he was like, said something, I don't know, relatively kind of nice about Toby Emmerich and how Emmerich wanted him to come on to do Superman. And then you have people like Zodwriter that were basically trying to claim that he's a Hollywood elite in response to somebody calling James Gunn a pedophile. So it's like, are you fucking kidding me, Zodwriter? We talked about this at the beginning.
No, and I love Zod too. I love Zod too, but that was
it's like, what are you doing, man? Like, you know, I mean, like this is such a weak thing to do. It is again, this is just the stuff that gets stoked by the Snyder Cut fans who are like, I don't know what they want at this point. I know what they want, but it's like, this is not healthy and this is not good. And it puts a lot of good, hardworking, well-meaning people in a negative light. And I think what Mark is saying is it would be better if people who were in a position, I guess you could say, of influence to kind of call it out more often, you know? And like, that's one thing that the Fandom Menace doesn't ever do. Remember that?
Exactly.
They never call out their bad faith actors.
Yep.
The Snyder fandom kind of in the same boat on that one from what I've seen.
Well, look, I'm not saying here or there. I mean, all at the end of the day, I can be responsible for myself, and I will call out stuff as I see it. And I've told people that I've taken flack for it. I've taken flack from people because I just won't blindly just go in and just say whatever. But just because people got an opinion, I mean, it really doesn't matter anymore, does it? I mean, like, we're not even talking about it here, and it's like it just keeps coming up that, like, you know, I get it. If you don't believe that it's going to happen, you don't have to believe that it'll happen, you know. But at the end of the day, if it happens, celebrate with us. If it doesn't, it'll die out, you know. That's it at the end of the day, you know. And the people who are a-holes and jerks and toxic and everything else, you know, they're going to have to shut up, you know. Nobody should be that way. Nobody should continue acting like that, you know. Nobody should, you know, continue down that route, you know. So
yeah, no, I agree. I agree. Also, real quick, if anyone here is on Twitter right now, IMAX is doing a raffle for like 10 free IMAX tickets. They're giving away a lot.
To the Andre Cedino show?
No, just in general. But if you tweet out the hashtag IMAX for the win, and keep tweeting to unravel the tickets and unlock the goal. I don't know what that means necessarily, but they are giving away stuff. So if people,
it's only for UK fans.
Oh, what? Oh, lame.
Yeah, it says we're back celebrating the return of UK cinemas. UK cinemas.
You know what's funny is IMAX actually follows me on Twitter.
Hey, Zentek, Ken Kitts today, he scooped a scoop of vanilla.
I don't know. Okay, real quick.
Zentek asked, "What scoops have you got, Ken Kitts?" And I said, "I'm just scooping vanilla."
Kitty litter. That's what he's got. Kitty litter.
Kitty litter.
The Chinese people don't care. Only Xi Winnie the looking ass.
He doesn't really look like Winnie the Pooh, but it is funny.
I mean, like, it's just funny that it ends up being a problem.
3 tickets for Captain Carrot in IMAX.
There we go.
You get to win to sit between Ken Kitts and Andre Cedino at this premiere.
All right. I just want to make sure I get to everybody. Everyone's been very generous tonight. Thank you all very much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's been so generous. It's hard to keep up.
It's hard to keep up. Yeah, it really is. Like, all right. So, okay. I think that's everybody. I think we're good on that one. And we still have 60 people watching. It's 3.5 hours. My God.
My comments didn't show up.
You know, your comments, I see them here.
I see.
Hold on, Saggy. I'm gonna make you a mod.
He's got you blocked, Saggy.
I'm gonna make you a mod, and I need to make some more mods. All right, I'll make Eddie a mod because he's here all the time.
There, Eddie can't be mad at me anymore.
Adam, I'll make a mod. Well, you know, Adam got into a fight. I like Adam, but don't abuse your powers. All right.
I'm gonna abuse Adam.
Ooh, I wanna be a mod.
All right.
I was already a mod. I was cool before.
That is
I was
true,
a mod before it was cool.
All right.
Yeah,
Poindexter.
wow, Enosh isn't even a mod. Wow, you didn't even make Enosh a mod?
Because I can't make a mod from like StreamYard. So
StreamYard, yeah.
Be the thing. Anyway, With the Dio here is like, with great power comes great responsibility. Damn straight, man. But anyway, no, I really appreciate everyone tonight. This has been a lot of fun. It is long, much longer than I wanted to, but geez.
Yes.
Crazy
it's
stuff.
very long.
It is very long. As we saw in that Rule 34 image of me, thick.
Thick boy.
I would say more tuna canish.
It was, you know what? I mean, it was a Pringle canish. I'd go more Pringle canish. You know what I mean? They clearly made exaggerations, and for that I'm thankful.
Thick boy energy.
So what did we learn today? We've learned that Saggy does not look like Maya Rudolph. We've learned that there's various amounts of Rule 34 of Matt Jarbo. Enosh, we've learned that he likes to watch Saggy yell, I think. Maybe. Yeah, so.
Yeah, and
I like to watch Saggy scream.
Why?
It is Hollywood. I'm so LeBron James, right? So like he's in Space Jam.
LeBron James.
There's
you want me to put a LeBron James mask on?
No.
Do you have
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to Saggy.
Do you have one?
I'm going to answer that and still say no.
No, Hans, that is not one of the things you've learned today. No.
No.
I don't want snacks. I'm good.
Okay, first of all, everybody giving me a hard time about me typing wanna. Can I just point out the fact that like I was literally like typing that, like not even looking in the chat because I wanted to get in there before Matt like stopped making. I was being funny.
I know Hans is just giving you a hard time. He's just messing
No.
around.
He's not the only one though. Like there's like we're not gonna let Enosh. Yeah, I want to be a mod. At least I wasn't talking about snacks like RJ with 3 Ks.
Listen, it was autocorrect. It autocorrected.
Whoa!
Yeah.
How many times you typing in 3 Ks on that keyboard, buddy?
Autocorrect a bad spelling.
Oh man, this is I love this here. Adam was like, "What the hell was this stream, dude?" I have no fucking idea. I have no idea.
Live action B-Stars.
Yeah.
You know, Enosh, if you ever get to like 100K subscribers, do like a B-Stars watch party.
Jarbo's bad.
There you go. B-Stars watch party, 100,000 subscribers.
This is all Jarbo's fault. You smell Jarbo.
What?
You're
what?
I'm getting blamed for something you did.
What are you getting blamed for that I did?
I don't know, but Eddie's mad at me when he should be mad at you. I don't know why.
Why is Eddie mad at me?
I don't know, but it seems like
I don't even see Eddie in the chat.
He's in the chat. You just made him a mod. How do you not see him in the chat?
Oh no! Oh, sorry, different Eddie. I thought it was a different Eddie. Sorry.
He's all like, I like to watch Saggy Melons be hot.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you've ever heard Eddie talk about Gina Carano, you might be in good company.
Eddie has replied to pictures of Saggy. He's probably said way worse things than me. So you know.
He never called me Maya Rudolph, so no.
That is, dude. Come on, Maya Rudolph.
God,
really?
Come on.
Like
it was a joke, you guys. It was a
it's
joke.
just like that was your first thought was I'm getting some serious Maya Rudolph vibes.
Yeah, Maya Rudolph, baby.
You know what? We should put that on a T-shirt. We should put that on a T-shirt.
No, we're not putting that on T-shirt.
Oh,
no.
yes, it is. Poindexter Lounge. I'm getting
William
serious
here.
Maya Rudolph.
There we go. Bestiality watch party.
Okay, good night, everybody. Thanks for having me.
There we go. There we go.
You wanna know by now.
No, please don't make that a T-shirt either.
Eddie.
Snack. I'm gonna make a T-shirt that says RJ says I'm a snack.
No, please don't.
It's called a snack by RJ.
Get a copy of Matt Jarbo search history list.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna get it one day, and I'm gonna.
I'm gonna clip that.
No,
I'm telling you, I'm gonna get it one day.
He claims he has nothing sus on there, but I feel like I'm going to find some.
Okay, because I do got to get to bed. But what do you think is sus about? Like, what do you think is the most sus thing?
Pretty much everything that I imagine being in your search history.
But no, I mean that like literally. What do you think is in my search history?
Well, we know that naked animals are.
We know that you have like you having sexual relations with a man with a cucumber in his mouth out there.
That wasn't well. I mean, that was we researched it up in regards to the conversation. So I don't actively search for mundane Matt Rule 34. I just know it exists.
I feel like I'm the.
And you looked it up too, and you're the one that found it before I did. So you were quick to search for that. What's your history like?
Andre's here looking.
So we're not talking about me, sir. We're talking about you.
Ken went and said hi to him.
We're talking about you, not my search history. We're talking about yours, like, sus search history.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
He's like eyeballs.
Who's I? What are you looking at?
Andre showed up earlier. Is that? Yes, it's actually. I don't know if it's supposed to be kryptonite or I think it's supposed to be the crystal from.
Fortress of Solitude.
Actually, yeah. I think this is supposed to be kryptonite, but it doesn't make sense because it looks more like the crystal from Superman 2. This was from Superman Returns. It was a set because it's got. You can take the end off of it, and it's got one of those glow sticks in it. So you put the glow stick in it, and it glows. And I don't know if it's supposed to be kryptonite or if it's supposed to be that crystal. It looks more like that. I have always thought of it as the crystal from the Christopher Reeve Superman movies because that's what it looks more like than anything. But yeah, it's from
there
Superman.
We go.
But it was part of the marketing for Superman Returns. It was an item in there.
Let's see here. Things I've never searched for. Matt Charpo, Rule 34. Well, you might now. Who knows? Yeah. All right. It's and we just went to 70 viewers. We just jumped up like 10 people.
Well, that's because 15 of Andres Cedino's burner accounts just joined in.
Hollywood After Dark.
Oh, look, he's right there in the chat. He's literally
That's
right
what
there.
I told you. He keeps posting eyeballs and stuff like that.
Okay.
I said Ken must have gone and said hi to him. They're like, hey man, they wouldn't let me in there to prove it's not you.
That's not his channel though. His channel, his channel is Future DCE Warriors for Life.
Well, there's also an Andre Cedino one too. There's multiple, so who knows?
Well, you know what's weird is that I don't know why anyone was coming here because he didn't have any nice things to say about you, Jarbo. So I don't know why that dude was coming.
Oh yeah, he hates you. He hates you, and he hates me. And he hates Enosh now.
He hates me now all of a sudden because I said that I don't believe Doomcock. That's all I literally said. Which I told him. I said when he started coming at me about it, I said, "Dude, have you watched my channel?" Like because he was posting after every video that I did. The dude literally was sending me a book on Instagram after every video, and then like sending me links to all his videos and stuff, and then I was like, dude, if you ever watched my channel for more than 2 seconds, you would know I do not support Doomcock. Quite to the contrary.
Let's see. Last thing I heard when he mentioned
we know what we believe in the truth is around here.
Let's see. I think Jarbo is a piece of shit. Sorry.
Andre he has real sources.
But that has nothing to do with you. And here's the other one.
Sources.
I think and yes, Jarbo is a fucking jackass. I don't give a fuck how much you defend that idiot. So yeah, don't know why he's having people come here when he actually hates you.
He doesn't have real sources, by the way.
Wait, when did you say that?
Doomcock. Oh my gosh.
That was a lot of messages I got from him when I freaking blocked him on Twitter for being a jerk to you and Enosh for no reason.
Look, people don't like me for a multitude of reasons. So it's all good. Oh, real quick here. The true MVP of the night, Elmo is telling you to hit the like button now, please. Smiley face. Can I do that voice? Does anyone here do an Elmo voice?
La 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 Elmo's world.
There you go. Do Elmo reading this.
Okay, hold on. Elmo, read it now. Elmo is telling you hit the like button now, please. Yay, Elmo read it. Now, does Elmo get what Matt Jarbo promised Elmo?
Yeah. Let me get the gloves.
Okay, you got the cucumber. You got the cucumber.
Dude. Who comes to...
La 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 la. Matt's cucumber. La 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 la. Andrew Cedino. You guys are just looking for drama. La la.
Didn't you come here though, bro? You can go back.
Yeah, Andre, go away.
I came to your channel. I came to your channel just to let you know I was looking, just to tell you that you're looking for drama. La 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 la.
You're welcome for the content for tomorrow's video, Andre. You're welcome.
Exposed, Matt Jarbo, that piece of S. effing stuff in with my 70s looking noir looking.
Yeah, with my cutouts of Taylor Swift and Supergirl.
Yeah. Elmo is right there in the hot tub with Enosh. and I can read the chats for you. No, Andre, that's Doomcock shtick.
I agree with you, William.
This stream has become a Hunter S. Thompson dream. La la.
Here we go. Chile says Geeks and Gamers Rule 34.
Elmo is very interested to see about this Geeks and Gamers thing. So hold on just 1 second. Elmo will look it up on his computer from home. But Elmo's mom doesn't know because Elmo deletes the history. So Geeks and Gamers Rule number of the day is 34. Okay.
I don't like this. You guys
hold
need
on.
to stop it, please. Thank you.
Hold on, look, now Andre's calling me out for being a Batman show.
Oh, that's definitely him.
You like Batman?
You know what's funny?
You're a big nerd.
Andre probably would have been fine if he didn't act like a jerk to people, and then we had to look into him and find out all the sus stuff he did in his past.
Little bit.
Nobody would have known if you just didn't act
If you
like
would
a
have
jerk
never
on
made
the
those
internet.
videos on me,
Right.
nobody would have cared.
You should have probably just, kept your damn mouth shut. Nobody would have looked into your past and realized you were getting baited into talking to minors, bro. But that's just
La la
me.
la 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 la. No one cares. La 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 la.
I saw that, Geeks. Yeah.
No one cares.
What the fuck?
I don't.
Oh, now they're both in it. That's not Andre. It's a fraud. I'm really Andre.
They're both here.
Well, Ken
Wait, Ken here saying it's a fraud. That's not him.
Because it's really him.
Don't care. You
All
brought
right,
it
I'll
in
tell you
here.
what. We're gonna.
Fraudulent.
There we go, William. I can no longer tell the line between the Benadryl and the stream. That's how you know it's working. That's how you know it's working.
Do you want it? Well, it's late. I was gonna say, do you really want to give Ken Kitts his 15 minutes of fame?
You know what? Part of me at this point, we've gone so far down this rabbit hole.
Might as well.
I kind of want to see. So, all right, All tell you what.
Can I talk to him like Elmo the whole time?
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat for Ken. All right, that's the only one I'm gonna let on. Only one I'm gonna let on is Ken. All right, but you got to be on camera. All right, on camera.
Gotta see your face.
Got to see your face. Got to trust you. You got to give a little, get a little. Yeah, but I agree.
Elmo knows about giving a little.
Okay.
Elmo's is little.
Geeks here says that it's him. All right, it's how he
That's how he
types. Okay,
types.
Geeks. I trust you, Geeks. I know what you're doing. All right.
I
don't.
Convenient.
Fine. That's okay. I just.
You got a phone?
Careful.
You got it. I just dropped the link. If it's you, come on in too. But you guys got to prove that it's you.
I don't care if it is. I think it's weird having
Eddie.
Shh.
God, just when I was gonna go to sleep too.
Yeah, it's late. I want to go to bed, but now I'm kind of invested in this.
5 a.m. I'm sitting here playing with my kryptonite thing. Just tired. Got a bag full of cherries.
Oh my god!
What? How are you doing this for this long? I'm very confused.
It's very convincing. He's done a good job with that one there.
Well, thank you.
So.
La la.
Yeah, I dropped the link. They are not coming in.
Sus.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
You can hear me.
All right, we're gonna wait to see how this goes.
All right.
I'm gonna try. Hold on here. I'm just gonna bring this up real quick and then see. All right, Ken.
One of these things are not like the other. One of these things doesn't belong.
Ken, hold on.
Hello?
Ken.
Hello?
Hi.
Hey guys, how's it going?
It's going
this
all
is
right.
not Andre.
Okay.
I mean, I don't care.
I don't know what Andre sounds like. So
What I have to tell you guys is quite simple.
Wait, what
okay.
happened?
What happened?
Did he leave?
Yeah, I think he left.
What I have to tell you guys is quite simple. Bye.
Well, that was quite simple.
That was anticlimactic.
That was better than what he originally came here for.
I was like, what is it you got to say? Now you left us hanging. Eddie here's like, it's not Andre now. Let's end the stream. No, I didn't cut you out, dude. I didn't cut you out.
You're
disappeared.
No, I didn't cut you out at all. Come back in. I didn't cut you out.
We were waiting for it. You come, come on.
Yeah, you said I have something to tell you, and then you dramatically left.
I'd check outside if it were me, because Andre might be outside
That
on
was
the
the
lines.
best. That was the best.
That was just like, I mean, I literally did not. I'm staying awake longer because I want to see how this whole thing plays out. So obviously, I would not.
I'm curious too. I was about to be out too, but I gotta know. We gotta know what he had to say. It's amazing, the things he has to tell us.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
So
dude.
that's okay. He's back now.
Look. Hello.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not touching nothing.
That's what I was saying. You see what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean.
Hello?
Yes. Hello.
Hi, yeah, we can hear you.
What the heck is going on? This
KFC
is weird.
Wi-Fi.
This is very weird. Yeah, he's got to have some bad
Yeah,
Wi-Fi.
that's some weird thing right there. I don't know what's going on,
Elmo's
man.
got a question. What does KFC Wi-Fi stand for?
I love how this dude's like, if I wasn't tired, I would destroy you.
Hey, look at
You'll all
me,
be
it's Elmo,
destroyed.
everybody.
Come destroy us, dude. We're so scared.
This
so
is
scared.
this is like, now we're doing Elmo voice, and like it's a late night stream.
Andre would destroy us all because our minds would totally melt from having to listen to the dumbness.
Jeez.
Yeah, you guys.
Okay. All right. He's back now.
If you believe it, then it's not true. If you do that, if you do it, then it's just what it is. You know what I mean?
What are you talking about, bro?
What is he saying?
He's trolling.
He's got to be trolling.
Like he's leaving on purpose and just saying gibberish. So keep going.
Weird.
That is so weird.
This is very weird. This is.
I want to know.
I know. There's so much going on in this stream. If you will it, they will come.
You build it.
Elmo's mommy never told him about this kind of stuff.
Here's okay. Like you had to let him do an Elmo voice. I did. Someone paid money for that. So there's that. William here says he's playing pre-recorded stuff. Sounds kind of like it. Yeah. Stop letting him on.
Well, he did say that
he is in the back room right now.
Hey Saggy, look what Andre put. He wants you to come on his channel, meet a real YouTuber.
Yeah, I'm almost at 1,000 subs. I think I'm doing fine without you. But
she hung out with Tommy Talrico last week. What'd you do? Hang out with your penis?
Tommy Talrico, he made me hang out with my penis out, but it was okay.
The stream is
I got to play the Amico. So
people know me as someone who doesn't DM children.
So I mean, I like this Ken thing is hysterical. Anyway, I think he is playing pre-recorded stuff. Let Andre on. Let Andre. I dropped the link. Andre could come on there as well.
Yeah, drop it again.
I'll drop it one more time. God, I want to go to bed so bad. But
you want to go to bed when things are getting so spicy?
Yeah, I know. I gotta be up like at 7 with my kids. Enosh bailed, but it makes sense. He had to. It's like 5 a.m. on his end.
He didn't even say bye. I'm sad.
Oh no, he's back. He's back. Okay. Oh yes, Heroes 2. I'm just
don't
like
do the Elmo voice in that picture, please.
No.
Do not do it. That's
Heroes do that, Saggy. You're just gonna have to get used to it. Elmo's a hero.
Wait, hold on. Is that what RJ meant by snack?
Elmo packs a snack every day. Elmo's mommy packs a snack.
Jarbo isn't ready for me.
But don't worry, it's not my real mom. It's my stepmom.
Are you sexually harassing Jarbo, bro?
Like that's the thing. Is that Ken was asking, can we hear him? Anyway, yeah. Okay, let's try it one more time. We'll try one more time.
One more time.
All right.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear. Can you hear me?
Pre-recorded.
You're not pre-recorded?
No.
Okay, now you can hear because beforehand we can.
Okay, so what I was saying is, in a panoply of ancient kings in chain rings, he armored him.
What?
Are you high?
Beneath the moon and under the star, he wandered from the northern strands. You know what I'm talking about, Andre Cedillo?
Okay, I'm starting to think he's not a fan of Andre.
I don't think that's really Ken
Andre.
Kits. I don't think that's really Ken Kits. But I kind of like it, and so I like that Ken Kits guy now.
Okay, I don't think he's. Okay,
he was kind of funny. He broke the fourth wall, and
I
Elmo likes
apologize,
it
Ken.
when the fourth wall's broken.
I understand now, Ken.
Yeah,
you're
not Andre, dude. We understand.
There we go.
Okay.
He
You're not
apparently
Andre, I
is
don't think
coming
you're a
back
fan
now.
of
I don't know why he keeps leaving, but I just want to know what's going on here.
Who's kind
All
of
right,
laughing there
Ken.
for a second.
I think we get it now.
So
G'day, fellas. This is
Zentek! I know that guy. That guy's my friend. He's my friend. That's Elmo's friend.
Is that Zentek?
That's Zentek.
It's
Yes, I
Zentek.
know that voice anywhere. I
Zentek,
like him.
you're lying.
He's my friend.
G'day, fellas. How's it going?
Good day. I learned
Wait, so
that. I
were
learned
you
that that's how
Ken
they
Kits
say
the
hello.
entire time?
wait,
or what?
Enosh, be quiet. I can't hear anyone else
I'm
when you're
excited.
talking.
It's my friend.
No. This is Zentek. How's it
All
going?
right. There you go.
I was
you were
super
never
trolling. I'm not Ken Kits. I don't know who that guy is. And I was trying to put on an American accent, and it was just failing super bad. So and before I started, I kept laughing, and then I just had to leave.
Oh, that was great.
Zentek, I love you, dude. I love you. I was like, dude, this guy is trolling us hard.
And I actually am on my PC at the moment, so I don't have a webcam on this, only on my laptop, so that's why.
That was
You
awesome,
are
dude.
such a troll.
But,
you are such a lovely troll, you beautiful bastard.
What if I told you I was Ken Kits all along?
Oh my
I would
god.
love you even more because you just trolled the crap out of me. And
No,
I would be
I'm
like,
not Ken Kits. I actually have this like ridiculous would you say infatuation? I don't know if you'd say infatuation. Like I'm just obsessed with Andre and his crew, and like I definitely don't believe the Captain Carrot thing, but my god, I have to watch his videos almost every day because I got to see what type of shit this guy comes up with. It's ridiculous.
I don't know how you could. I mean, like how you could sit there through all that music and get it. You know, it's just so weird.
Oh, that's what makes it even funnier because it's like this guy's been on YouTube since 2012, and I've been watching this guy's. Well, he's probably been on before, but I've been watching him since 2012, and he's like everyone else has updated their webcams, everyone's updated their mics. This guy is stuck in 2008. Even before then, it's ridiculous. Like his most recent live stream where he dropped the news about Captain Carrot. It's like this guy, like he filmed it on a VHS tape. And, like that's intense technology to be filming.
I mean,
live streaming off
Saggy, Andre's got a point though.
What's the point?
Look at the chat.
I look at the chat.
I'm about to go beat my dick. Better than watching the sorry ass content. All right,
That's how everyone feels.
Can you please get the real Ken Kits on here?
I dropped the link, so it's
they don't want to come in.
Okay.
They don't
I'm
want
gonna
to
leave you guys to it. But, I mean, there is some. Even though I said I'm only bringing on those guys, there is someone else who did go to the back room. But Andrew Casali, we're holding off on some people here, man. So
I'll leave. I'll leave.
Andrew wasn't even in the chat. How did he find?
Andrew's been in the chat for a while, man. I'm honestly surprised Eddie didn't try.
People.
But
guys, I'll leave you guys to it. Thanks for having me on.
No, Zentek, we love you.
Man.
Thanks,
Zentek,
buddy.
You're awesome. Buddy.
That was
I'll
great.
see you guys very soon, eh?
All right,
All
man.
right, have a good one, man. Thank you.
Bye.
Holy crap!
Yeah,
dude,
but Andrew hasn't commented like in forever. And
he
then
hasn't
like
come in for an hour, dude.
yeah, no, you dropped the link and like he's like, bam, I'm on.
No,
it.
actually, he just came in for the second one there, and of course, I made a crack about Eddie, and Eddie is trying to get on, but StreamYard and his phone don't work well together. So that was pretty good. And Andre says here, I'm trying to not waste my time. Yeah, but you just said you're gonna go beat your dick. I mean, like, go beat your dick, bro. Like, go beat your dick. Go treat that thing like you probably treat your mother, just fucking cruelly. You know, just mash it with a hammer. Norman Bates that shit, and then fry it up and cook it and eat it for breakfast.
Like fava beans.
Yeah, just there we go.
Whoa, that's nice.
Sounds of the Lamb? No,
I've been on a 4-hour stream.
Saggy, don't make a deposit into a spank bank.
Yeah, did you not see Silence of the Lambs?
Do we
I
need
saw
to like?
Silence
Do
of the
we,
Lambs. I didn't. You didn't need to do that sound. Like
That was iconic thing.
I know.
That was iconic.
Well, you're making it iconic right now. Let me just say.
Chile's like, I already did that 6 times today. No joke.
Well, I'm gonna have to leave the stream now. So
there you go. William here says this stream has me rethinking my entire life.
That's right, Saggy. Just keep doing that sound. Elmo like it.
Oh my god! Drop the
Elmo.
Yeah!
Oh yeah!
My god! I've got to go to sleep. What is
I think
wrong
it's
with you
time we
people?
ended the stream.
It is. What is that line? What is that? I beat it while I was talking.
I want to go home.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by the letter C for.
For what? For what? Coming?
Yes. Yes, for coming while you're listening to Saggy make that sound.
Oh.
I like fava beans. What's wrong with that?
I got some fava beans right here.
All right. Good night, everybody. Y'all have a great night. Thank you for having me, Matt Jarbo.
You like fava beans? They're a little warm.
Wait, hold on. What does Elmo think of the Snyder Cut?
Elmo likes the Snyder Cut, but Elmo likes the way that Saggy likes fava beans better. They're all prepped and ready for you.
Oh, what in the hell? And Zentek is asking here.
By the way, Saggy, you can bring Sasha with you. We can really have some fun.
Yeah.
I got a fava bean for each one of you.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I stop at this kind of weird role playing. All right, like no.
Have you not seen Sasha?
I have.
Okay.
I have.
Do you ship Elmo and Sasha together?
Yeah.
I don't think anyone else is streaming next, Zentek. It's late. I'm bored.
Elmo's gonna go over into probably another platform, and do a stream with Saggy and Sasha. La 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 la, my fava beans. You really know what you're doing there, Saggy.
Yes, great Fear and Loathing quote right there, William. You pissed off real Elmo. He's now calling out fake Elmos.
Well, if you saw my fava beans, you know that I'm all 100% real Elmo.
Let's see. 3 Theater's asking, what about...
And by the way, Saggy, I drank a lot of pineapple juice today.
Oh my god, I can't. What the hell, bro?
Isn't it kiwi? Isn't it eat kiwi? That's how you get the
pineapples.
Pineapples do a thing too. But kiwi is for the woman eats kiwi. That's
no.
If I
the women can also eat pineapples.
But what about But kiwi does something as well, right? Like it can change the flavor.
I've never heard of
Saggy,
the only the
Saggy,
I don't know.
Saggy.
What?
Elmo is a hero.
Look, now H-Barts is here.
Oh God, H-Barts, help me! H-Barts, please help me! I don't know what happened. We broke Enoch.
I can't do it. I can't do it for my voice. So.
John, so do I. Because
this is why you don't see Enoch on the stream often with Matt Jarbo. This is what happens.
Hey, can I ask you a question, Matt? If you were on a beach and it was filled with nothing but my fava beans,
like what, a nice Chianti?
Yes, would you join Saggy in making sure all those fava beans were taken care of? You know what? I might not even need you. Saggy seems to be doing a pretty good job over there by herself. And I gotta give it to Saggy. I mean, she's very rambunctious and she seems very positive minded. So I like that in a woman.
Are you saying that like that she's her? Are you saying that Saggy is her own hero?
That'd be impressive.
Boy, if I could do that, if I could be my own hero, I would.
I'd pay money. I'd pay money to see that.
I'd take your money to.
What I love about this is everyone's this is turning into Boulder Talk Radio. Like this is what this is becoming.
What happened to Boulder Talk Radio?
I just had it's like I either stream over here or I do that. It's like it's so difficult to do both.
I turn into boulders when
But I do miss Boulder Talk Radio because I still absolutely adore this. Oh damn it, the Abby didn't pick up. There we go. Come on.
What?
This Abby right here.
Oh yeah.
What the hell is that?
That is the Uniboulder.
What are you, a freaking hip hop artist? You look like freaking Ice-T right there. What the hell?
Do you know anything about Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber?
No.
Okay, so Ted
Charbo's ready. Palms are sweaty. There's vomit on his already. Mom spaghetti. You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. You never ever gonna let it go. You only get one shot, and then say you eat your fava beans.
What in the
Making that
ever-loving...
sound, and it's all good.
This is what happens, guys, when you don't get proper sleep every day.
Hey,
This
hey,
is-
Saggy. Elmo drinks lots of Gatorade and is very hydrated, so don't need a lot of downtime.
I don't really know if Gatorade hydrates you. There's a lot of sodium in that.
You know there's milk and
wait, hold on. Does Elmo drink Lipton tea?
What is that drink they give you at the hospital? It's like
That's none of my business.
It's like something life.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, the stuff that they sell. So we sell in our store. And apparently, there's milk in only one color, and it's the blue one. So if you're lactose intolerant, don't drink the blue. What the hell? That friggin' Pedialyte. There we go.
I have a milk alternative.
Okay, I don't know what.
I don't know what in the hell.
Who paid for this? Whoever paid for this, this is your fault. I want you to be very.
They got their money's worth.
The same person who wanted Peacemaker.
Hey! You shut your mouth about Peacemaker. That's gonna save the
I'll
DC
shut
universe.
your mouth for you.
I would like to see that.
Peacemaker is gonna save the DC universe, and
Oh, no.
Saggy Melons and I are doing a watch party.
Thomas, this has nothing to do with coffee. This has nothing to do with coffee. This is the opposite of coffee.
I hope you got a big mouth because Elmo's got a lot of fava beans to stuff in there.
Hollywood After Sanity. Oh my god. My
When you try
girlfriend's
to
gonna
sing
be
my
like,
song, you'll be like, wah, 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 blah, 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 Elmo's fava beans.
Jesus. Okay. I can only handle so much. My
By
god.
the way, this is for all those times you came and derailed my streams talking
This is
about
all-
hookers and strippers and stuff going on.
Oh, hold on, though, real quick. The
Chasing
guy
down
in the
people while
chat,
you're mayor.
the guy in the chat who said he was Andre is saying now he's not Andre.
Okay.
I don't
Trolling
care
the entire
anymore.
time.
I don't care anymore. Y'all are just weird people.
No, okay. Saggy,
I'm gonna
look at the screen.
Clue. There it is. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
they compared you to the Unabomber?
Yeah. So they called me the Uniboulder.
Okay, I can see it.
Yeah.
One of
So
these
it's
guys just doesn't belong.
oh my god. You know what? Just because I want to see how bad this is gonna go.
Yeah.
Here's Andrew and here's Eddie. Fuck it.
What'd you say about my phone again?
Hey, you know what? I heard
Oh.
Tobey Maguire's gonna die in this next movie. Is that true?
Oh, you're making me lose my sanity.
I think we found it.
Is it quiet?
That Andre
And-
Santino guy took it.
Andrew, I just want to know: is it true that you like to smell Tobey Maguire's boxers?
Oh, don't listen to that person. That person was gross.
You know what smells great is my fava beans.
Oh, the torture.
Wait, Eddie,
Eddie.
why are you mad at Saggy?
Yeah, what did I do?
First of all, Matt, you talk about my phone again, I'm gonna block you.
Your phone sucks. It's a nice phone, but it's like it sucks with StreamYard.
No,
You don't even know what
mobile.
phone I have.
Well, no, I have an iPhone 12 Plus, and I can't.
Saggy, you don't get to
StreamYard with
talk.
it.
I'm mad
You
at
know,
you.
that's kind of funny
What?
because Elmo can stream a yard.
Anyway,
Oh.
good night.
Oh, now he's leaving?
That's it.
That's
Why is it I'm in trouble? What did I see?
All-
Trouble. This is your fault.
all
You
of
always
that.
do something, Saggy.
All of that for that.
What did I do?
Son,
Okay,
I am
get a
disappointed.
better phone.
Hey, Saggy,
What did I do?
you want to play catch?
No, I want to catch. You're
Hey,
gonna
now.
catch these nuts in your mouth.
Well, I was gonna say I can stream a yard too.
Oh my! I want to know what I did. Why am I always in trouble?
Oh, I don't know. Andrew the Frog here.
Because you're not bringing enough snacks for everyone.
Why is
That's-
Geeks? Wait, why is
Elmo-
Geeks
Elmo
Studios
got
now
enough-
in the back room?
Elmo got enough snacks
There
for
we go.
everyone.
Oh, now we get the whole party.
This is
Hey, Matt.
literally 5 minutes, and then I'm killing this thing at 4 hours. All right,
Okay.
like
Hey, it's Kid Kits here, guys.
Oh, this is Ken.
What's up, Ken? What's up, Ken?
Kind of sleep.
Hey, it's 7 o'clock p.m. here. It's 7:22 p.m. I need some entertainment, so you got to keep this stream going. Usually, I can't catch these lives.
This is running a bit later. Am I hearing your PS4 in the background?
Nah, not mine. I haven't got anything running in the
Oh,
background.
that's me. My bad.
Okay, I'm like, wait a minute. I know that sound.
No, but you're listening to me, Pia. Never mind.
I was playing Call of Duty.
I'm still
Nice.
wondering why I'm in trouble.
I don't know.
It's because you didn't defend me earlier. when
You're
I
not.
was being
I don't.
slandered,
You're not
Saggy.
in trouble with me, so it's.
You're
fine.
in trouble because I'm aiming right at you.
Saggy, you're in trouble for not saying a word about the Maya Rudolph thing and not defending me. That's why you're in trouble.
Maya Rudolph.
Hey, can I ask you guys a question?
What you do now, Saggy?
Should I, mate?
I don't know anymore. What's up?
Do you guys have kebabs there? Like, do you guys
We do
eat
have
kebabs
kebabs.
in a wrap though? In a wrap.
Yeah, we have. I had a place, a shawarma place. They put the kebabs in a wrap.
You ever try shawarma? There's a shawarma joint about 2 blocks from here. I know I want to try it.
Okay, I was just wondering if it was
loves
an
meat
actual
on a
thing then.
stick.
I do love meat on a stick. That's actually
Or
true.
just sticks of meat.
I'm not scared to talk to you, Hans.
Is that hot dogs? Is a hot dog considered a stick of meat?
Kielbasa is.
Hey,
I
can we
love
get
kebabs.
Andre's dinner on the stream for real one day?
No, can we not?
I think it'll be the most
Don't do
hilarious
it.
thing ever.
You know what? You know what?
I
I would probably allow it, and
Matt,
then I
can you
would
get me on
immediately kill myself afterward because they would already. I would just have fallen so far. No.
I'll take the risk.
That got dark really quick. That got dark really quick. Wow.
I'm willing to make that sacrifice, Matt.
Wait, Andrew, you blocked Hans? What?
I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
I don't care.
I blocked Hans. I'm just kidding. I didn't block.
I keep banning him
Hey,
like
Saggy.
other
Hey,
streams.
Saggy. You know what you're not going to be able to
Eddie,
block?
What did I do? What?
You know what you're not going to be able to block?
The fava beans?
Yeah, when the fava beans start doing their live stream for you.
I'll be honest. I don't know what a fava bean is.
It's my nuts.
I'm done. I'm done.
Haven't you been listening this whole time? Elmo was trying to make a euphemism about my
Oh,
nerds.
the fact that we got 2 Elmo pictures and Eno's talking like him is nightmare fuel.
Eddie,
You know-
I love
you know,
don't be mad at me.
I regret everything.
I got some nightmare fuel for you right here. I got some nightmare fuel for you right here. It's been building up for quite a while. Elmo's been stuck on Sesame Street for 2 days and hasn't been able to get a release.
I'm gonna put some dirt in
So,
your eye.
you Americans really love Elmo, eh?
No, just
Apparently, we
Enoch.
really like Elmo. Yeah, apparently that's the thing.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
Enoch doesn't want Saggy. Elmo wants Saggy. Don't forget, he's Elmo. right now.
No,
Enoch's just
Elmo.
gone full Ron Jeremy.
I'll be back.
Oh my God, I hope not. Ron Jeremy's such an unattractive man.
How in the world does that guy get
Yeah,
in
but
the
his
position
his
that he
dick
is?
was pretty huge. Have you ever seen a Ron Jeremy porno? Like, there's a reason why he
I know,
like was in there.
You know, he
He looks like Mario.
Do you know
The
he
question
has
is,
alcohol?
Jarbo, have you ever seen
go.
recent Ron Jeremy?
Jarbo, do you
Yeah.
know he has an alcohol?
He has an alcohol.
Never seen
Yeah,
it.
it's literally called Ron Jeremy alcohol. I think it's a rum, if I can remember correctly. We used to sell it at my store. You
Oh,
have
is it because it rhymes with cum?
Do you know what?
Maybe.
Do you know what? You know, Elmo was going to have an alcohol, but instead, Elmo decided to just make a series of nut butters.
Oh my God, I can't with you. You know, it's like, I don't
Enoch, here's the thing. Enoch is really enjoying this. He's really enjoying.
I got all kinds of nut butters
getting-
for you.
He's like he's getting some kind of karmic revenge on me for when I go to his stream and just have fun.
No. Real Elmo cinema. Real Elmo.
My nut butters spread really well.
Real Elmo cinema. This is not your fault. This is not your fault. We love you,
This
Elmo.
is your fault. No, this is your
We
fault.
don't blame Real Elmo cinema.
No, I don't blame you. You're new here, but I appreciate you.
I still blame you.
Eddie here is saying goodnight for literally like the 25th time.
Come
Yeah,
on,
he's rubbing
Eddie,
it in
we
Saggy's
got it.
face.
Is he?
Yeah, I think so.
It's floating already.
He might be. He might be rubbing it. I think that could be
I
a
think he's
reality.
rubbing in Saki's face.
Hey,
I
so
hope-
we
I'm
only
gonna
got
cry
like
in my pillow
we
tonight
only got like
today.
40 seconds
It's
left. so
yeah.
what do you
We're
guys
on our.
wanna do?
last 40 seconds, and I'm literally cutting this off here very soon.
This was one of the best streams I've ever been on.
This is really funny, yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
I got a nice soft pillow for you if I can use your pillows.
Oh, and I thought I was bad.
Thank you, Elmo. Thank you.
Hey,
for the love of God, let's end this, please. Let's.
Kira is enjoying this. Kira's really enjoying this.
I blame the Poindexter Lounge.
Let's go to
Don't
bed.
blame Enos.
100%.
Enos is fun.
I hope you all enjoyed this stream. If you're listening to this on the VOD, may God have mercy on your soul.
And make sure to subscribe to me.
Get ready, Sticky! It's coming! Here we go!